Going live late, but we are in the building. Start the broadcast, everybody. Oh man, our live viewers didn't see the video, but
it's all good.
Y'all know how we get down, man. Here we go. We're gonna do it one more time. You ready?
All right, let's go.
Here we go.
Drop the clutch, hit the gas. Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned in to Bars and Hoops Radio. Where the world of hip-hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, S.I. Sean, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Woo, 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 woo. We in the building, y'all. Y'all know we get down. We had to do that over, man. Make sure it was done right.
We had to. It was only right, kid.
Oh, man. It's the bearded one in the building.
S.I. Sean, baby. Let's go.
And let me tell you, man, we got a show lined up for y'all today. What in the world was that? I'm going to tell you, man. It's crazy out here today, man. Got a lot of things going on, man. Shout to everybody listening. Shout to everybody paying attention.
Factory.
You know how we get down. Rally Radio, baby. It's been one hell of a week.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. I got a real quick story. So I'm driving. And I'm wondering, why is my lane slowing down? I'm pretty sure y'all experienced all of this before. I'm like, why is my lane slowing down? What's going on?
Right.
So I finally get up close enough to figure out what's happening. I look to the left of me. A truck is on its side.
Boy, it's on fire.
Getting ready to get on fire. I'm like, what are you doing? What's going on over there?
He was about to start wilding. That's what happened.
I feel like people be tired. You know what I'm saying? And they're like this, I'm about to get behind this wheel. Anyway, I'm talking about tired to a point where at any moment you could definitely start catching Z's.
Facts. Not for nothing. They said tired driving is worse than drunk driving.
Damn.
They said tired driving is worse than drunk driving. For those that don't know, for those that work real hard, be careful when you're driving home. They said that's the worst. They said that's worse than drunk driving.
Damn. You know what makes it worse? I figured this out. When traffic is moving really slow.
Yo, hold up, wait. Shout to my man Sales. He said stay off the belt. Already?
Damn.
Already?
That's the belt for you, though, right? That's the belt right there, though.
Yo, the belt is no good, son.
Nah, they need to figure something out. They need to figure out a better method with that, son. But don't worry, they're going to start charging you to go on the belt. Because I know you heard they getting ready to start charging people. What was that, the Northern State? Southern
No,
State?
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, kid. I think it's the Northern State. Yes, and something like that. Something like that's going on in the wind. I'm like this. Damn.
They jumping the gun. They ready, son.
Son, they not playing.
They want your money, kid.
Yo, this is like a stronghold. Like, this is crazy.
Son, they don't care.
Yeah, I'm saying it's a big monopoly, kid.
They don't care at all, son.
They're trying to get you at every corner, though. Every corner.
Every corner. Everywhere you turn, they trying to make sure that they get you. But that's why Rally Radio is in the building. We here to let y'all know what's going on, man. Damn. You really serious? They trying to charge people for that?
Yo, son, I heard it on the news. I ain't gonna hold it. I heard it. I was like, oh, what?
Wow.
I'm like, how's that talk? Like, how is that even, like, how y'all even?
They don't care,
like this,
son.
Man. Y'all just got your hand out, like, it's like, dang,
they
son, like.
I'm telling you, they could care less, son.
But my question is, though, right, like, maybe you could, help me out with this one. It's like, why are they trying to strong arm everything right now?
I don't.
Because they getting their money back.
They getting their bread back. I don't know.
And they getting it back and then some. I think the people who's ever, like, the people who's doing it, I guess they really figured out, like, the people is not going to do nothing.
That's a fact.
I think that's what it is.
Yo, shout to Sales. He said something we about to start talking about when we get back to our weekly specs. California is already telling cats don't charge your cars.
Yeah. Yeah, son.
Yo, they couldn't wait.
Son.
They setting it on you, kid. Ain't nothing they could do about it neither.
Damn.
And this is just after they banned gas vehicles.
Yeah, son.
Yeah, ban it and then sit in the dark.
Yeah, you know what? I think these are just like bully tactics, if you ask me, son. Like all this is like bully moves.
They could care less, son. They could care less. They could care less. They doing whatever they want to do, son.
Any way they want.
And you ain't stopping them. They like this. You ain't gonna stop us.
Nah, for real.
Damn, man. I think just seeing that was hilarious. Shout to Miller. Shout to Keith. I see y'all looking, man. Don't forget, man. We want y'all to call up.
Factory.
What is the difference between a sports car and a GT car?
Ooh.
We had this debate, and now we're going to bring it to everybody because they need to see what we see.
Absolutely.
They need to see it. And you know what? I want to hear people who got an honest opinion about it.
Yeah.
Somebody gave me a real strategic answer the other day, and I was like, wow. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But it made a lot of sense, though. But what else you got for us, kid? Let me tell you a little bit about my week. First off, shout out to everybody listening. Shout out to everybody paying attention. You already know what this is. This is Rally Radio. We in the building. I had one of the most very interesting drives home yesterday.
Really?
So I'm driving home, right? Everybody knows I have a 2019 Civic Type R.
Let's go.
Right? I happen to be driving home now. I don't take the Van Wyck anymore because the Van Wyck is just not it anymore, man. Yo, the streets are bad. Mayor don't care. Nobody cares, right? So I take the LIE to the Cross Island, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you, I experienced firsthand the difference between a GT car and a sports car.
Damn.
And then we got to start figuring out what do you consider a sports car?
Absolutely.
So I'm driving home, and I hear this exhaust in the distance up ahead. So you know how we do. We challenging everything. All on, come and see what it is, right?
Yeah.
I get up there. It's a Ford Mustang GT, right? But you could tell he had some work.
Yeah.
He had the wheel wells. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful car, right?
Okay.
But it wasn't just him making the noise.
Yeah.
I get up further. It's a Ferrari 488 B-Star.
Damn.
Red. His license plate said flip home. I don't know if he's listening or if anybody knows him.
Yeah.
Tag him.
Damn.
So you know what we do.
What's
okay,
that?
we about to go into that little turn that's going to the southern state, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
sir.
test him, see what it is.
I'm
Right?
test him.
I put the Civic Type R in R mode.
Yeah.
Run up, and I take off. Boom, right? You hear him dump. Boom, boom, boom. He right on me immediately.
Damn.
Right? So I'm like, okay, let's go. This is what we're gonna do. Let's get it, right?
Yeah. God.
Yo.
First off, here on Rally Radio, we do not condone any type of speeding unless it's on a track.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Controlled environment, but yeah, carry on, man.
So we hitting the road now, right? I'm hitting the road, and I hit this first turn. And mind you, the all holes turns. Yo, this guy went by me like I was standing still
No,
on
he
a
didn't.
turn.
Not on a turn, son.
On a sharp turn. Woof. Gone.
No, he didn't, son. He didn't go around you.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
son.
he did. Yes, he did.
You got me thinking it's like one of those turns in Gran Turismo.
Nah.
So when you're getting it at the, you know what I'm saying, he goes on the inside.
Yes.
And he goes.
No. He went on the
outside.
He went on the outside.
Damn.
So we already know that you got to have a certain amount of control over your car
That's
to go
what-
outside. Yo, and everybody who knows the highway knows this turn.
Yeah.
It's the turn when you coming down the Cross Island, and then you got to stay to your left,
Yeah.
and go to the southern state.
Yeah.
Yo, he flew by me, and that is when I was like, sports car. Got embarrassed out there, son.
I ain't mad at you, son. I'm not mad at you. That's definitely an interesting way to figure out truly what a sports car is, and that's not bad.
Yo, not for nothing, kid. This Ferrari roof was lower than my car.
Damn.
And my car is pretty low. Yo, it was on the, and I'm just looking at this guy. He looked at me the whole time he went through the turn. He was going through the turn. So, we come out the turn, and I'm like, yo, I know when I come out the turn and I straighten up, it's a wrap. Yes. I come out the turn, and I'm straightening up now. He already exit 13.
He said already exit 13.
Yeah, exit 13 already.
Damn. So I'm curious, what happens to the Mustang back there though?
The Mustang turned sideways on me.
He said, "Oh no, he turned sideways."
He was not for nothing. The Mustang did the best that he could. I can't front,
Yeah.
but they not that Mustang couldn't do what he did, and it had trouble doing what I was doing. But I'm gonna tell you that Ferrari, that let me know there's a big difference.
Nah, it is,
It's a
man.
big
That's
difference.
a fact, kid. You ain't lying. You're not lying about that, B.
Big difference. You talking about a sports car versus a GT car. And that's what we're going to get into today. What is the difference? And if you can, drop a comment. Don't forget to call up 516
Let's go.
206 0711. I want to hear from all my car guys because I know, and car girls, because I
Factory.
know that y'all going to have some answers for me.
They are.
The number's at the bottom of the screen. You can call up at any time. 516-206-0711. Shout out to my man Phil. Shout to Sel. Shout to, yo, Race Harley was popping, kid. Was good. Yo,
Yeah.
it was a crazy, and I'm telling you, kid, I went in there. I went in that turn and like,
At what?
and I'm not, like we said, we don't condone.
Yeah.
But I went in about 70.
Oh, you was on it.
I was on it. In the gear.
You trying to tell me he went around you?
Around me. No problem. Wahoo!
Yo, that magnetic suspension is
It's
no
something
joke.
else.
What? Yo.
Yo, I can't front,
You
kid.
know, he probably wheeled around you like 90.
Son, the Ferrari 488,
95.
458, those always been my most favorite Ferrari. And you know what I was thinking as he was passing by?
What's that?
I was like, yo, they got a recall on your brakes. I said they got a recall on your brakes, money.
Stupid, son.
Yo,
Not his, because he doing all that, son. Not his,
he
kid.
got his fixed.
Yo.
I can't front, kid. That was the most embarrassed. I was like this, wow.
I ain't gonna front, I never experienced that because it's normally the other way around. I'm normally going around somebody like that. Not, damn, son. But you know what, though?
Kid.
To your defense, though,
Uh-huh.
it was a pista. So
It
it's a
was-
little different, son.
It was a 488 Pista. And when I say fast, and this is what we wanted to get into too. As far as the car build is concerned, can you build something to compete with that? You may beat them on the drag strip,
Yeah.
but can you beat them in the turn as well? That's why them Ferraris cost a lot of money.
And
That's
right,
why.
son. You're right, because they whole research and development is retarded. Because you're right, like not only they could get busy in a straight line,
Yo.
they could get crazy. They shine in the corners. That's where they at. That's where they live.
Yo, he had no loss of grip whatsoever.
Damn, son.
Yo, that Ferrari held the road. As a matter of fact, he kind of came into my lane. Like he was, yo, I'm telling you.
He thought it was a race.
He was like,
Yeah, he's like, yo, hold
Excuse
on,
me?
come here.
he looked like his name was Enzo. yeah. His
Yo,
name,
you a fool, son.
he said, excuse me? You want to erase me? Okay. I got something for you.
And you know what though? He took it just like that. That's why he went to that turn like that. So he like that. Hold on, I gotta show him like there's a difference right here. You know what, man?
And like I said, it wasn't that I was trying to straight on race him.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
wanted to see, like, I was like, I'm going to hit the turn hard. See, you know, respect this Civic Type R. He was
Yeah.
like, respect? Yo, he looked me dead in the face on the way by. He was like
Yo.
this. Ooh, yo. Embarrassing, kid. That is the difference. So if you own a sports car or a GT car, you got to know the difference.
Nah, you have to. You
Got to
have
know the
bro.
difference. And then GT. Oh man, it was beautiful. Car checked all the boxes too.
Damn.
It was red. You know I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
Black roof.
Ooh.
Ridiculous. Nice wheels. Stock Ferrari wheels.
You know them
but-
joints is fire in the whole. You know what
Yo,
they
the,
are.
the rims on the joint was as wide as both my front tires.
Son.
And like I said, went right by me. I never saw him again. That was it. His license plate said "Flip home."
I don't
If
know
you
what that
see
means,
him,
son.
tell him the bearded one sends his regards. Because that was crazy.
Yo, that's interesting, man.
Son, he wasted no time, son. He was like, you
You know what? He probably enjoys going through turns like that, son.
and
He
it's
might
a
even take
sharp
the car on-
turn.
He might even take the car on the track. I would not be surprised.
I
man.
wouldn't be. Well, I tell you what, the way he did that, he obviously has track time. Because I'm gonna tell you, even if you could drive to handle a turn like that, that's not no rook. And he went around me.
Damn.
Like
So it was like a deliberate move he was doing. He like, nah, I got this. This is
it
what
was
I do.
deliberate.
Damn, son.
Deliberate, man. I can't front, man. I said, yo, maybe if the R had another 200, but even still, I would only
I mean,
catch him.
that would have made the turn even harder for you, though.
Yeah, it would have.
If you was going in there on something like, let me go and hit like 75% throttle, that would have been tough.
And you know what? That's what brought my first definition of the difference between a GT and a sports car. How well does it turn?
That's a good one.
Sports cars, turn.
Yes.
We can say what we want about a vet.
Yeah.
Vets handle turn. I'm just saying. Yo, yo, we already got a call.
Yo, that's real. That's real.
Rally Radio, who we got in the box?
Yo, Sales.
Yo, Sales,
Sales,
what it
what's going
is,
on?
kid? I got embarrassed
Yo, what's
outside
up,
last
yo?
night,
What?
son.
Yo, hey, the funny thing is, I'm outside. I'm washing my car in the driveway. I got y'all on speaker real loud in the garage. And my neighbor's looking at me, why is he laughing so hard? You got me dying over here. Because when he went by you, I know you had to, let me slow down and let me just let him go.
Just let him go. Yo, Sales, you know what's the bad part about it? You know the other cars are the witnesses, and they looking at you like, why did you do that?
Because most of the time when you see somebody driving a Ferrari or an expensive car like that, they just cruising, they going slow, Porsche or something like that. And here it is, you decided to try him, and he was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yo.
Pump your brakes a little bit. Here I come.
Kid, I had enough to see his license plate on the way by. I was like, yo, Sales, he went around this turn like it was easy. Mind you, I'm in my Civic like this. Yeah, I'm fighting it. Yeah. This dude was like, damn, son. He didn't even give me the high beams or nothing. Yeah. He ain't put the hazards on. He just kept going.
Oh,
you know, it's funny you say that because every day, early in the morning, I get up to the JFK Expressway. Everybody knows where the McDonald's is. It's a traffic light.
Yes.
It's a long straightaway. You come into the S-turn.
Yes.
So I'm usually on the outside, coming to the inside. One cat slid sideways. Lucky he caught it, though.
Boy.
Damn.
But we race that every morning. Listen, there's no racing allowed. No racing allowed.
Facts.
Especially when you embarrass yourself.
Facts.
But you know, he got me dying.
He got me, son. If this was Gran Turismo, I lost.
Damn,
that was the difference between me coming in third and coming in first.
He said it third and
Yo,
first.
And Sales, I'm gonna tell you, kid, this is what I mean. Like, yo, that is a sports car.
Nah,
Yeah.
through and through.
Yeah.
Through and through it is.
That is a sports car. You can't tell me, like, I'm driving, let's say, a GT car. Because it's hard to say what a Type R is. It's more track focus than any Civic you could buy. But at the end of the day, it is not a Ferrari. And you could never...
His roof was probably at the bottom of your window.
And you know what, Sales? You're 100% right, kid, because when he looked, I couldn't make eye contact. One, because he was moving too fast, and two,
stupid,
his roof was below my door.
Like he was sitting on an expensive go-kart.
Yo,
you stupid.
Sales,
That's real.
You could never build nothing to do. You got to buy that. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You got to buy that. But what happened on the belt this morning? What you was talking about? What happened?
No, that wasn't this morning. It was last night. I was coming home. We come past Coney Island, and my Waze is not telling me there's traffic ahead. All of a sudden, I see brake lights.
Oh.
So I'm in the right lane because I see hazards up in the left.
Yes.
Then as I pull up and I see people start moving around, I see people walking out on the parkway. I'm like, where they at?
Damn.
Then I look in the left lane, the passing lane. Somebody got hit by a car, and he was tore up.
Wow.
He had to be dead.
Damn.
And everybody was like pulling over to the side, and they walking on the parkway. Yo, the belt is crazy. The other day, the picture you show about the Jeep flipping over,
Yeah.
somebody did that right after Knapp Street. Closed everything all over the Belt Parkway early in the morning.
I'm gonna tell you that Belt Parkway is just not it. It's not it, B. I feel sorry because you got to drive that to work, and that could go either way.
Damn, son.
Yep.
You could be late or early. That's it. It's ridiculous.
Yo, that's
You better know the exit to get off and go around.
That is a fact. Yeah, you
that's
better
real.
know.
And
That's real.
They just laid down some new tar, so it's like the Indianapolis 500. Let me check my tires.
I can't front, kid. That turn that I took. They had just recently smoothed it out.
Right. I just saw that too.
So I was like, yo, you know what? My tires are gripping. I got these Falcon Azenas on this car. Yo, it done handled the tail of the Dragon in wet. There's no way I can't handle this dry road. Yeah, that Ferrari was like, you have no idea what I'm about to do.
And that's a steep turn because the more you get into it,
The sharper it
the
gets.
deeper, right?
Yo,
the sharper it gets before you come out.
He hit the turn. He was on the outside. He went around me, and when the turn got sharper,
He came in for.
he came sharper into my lane. What? Yeah.
He knew what
I
to
said,
do.
wow. Yo, he went into my lane.
So he did a move right out of Gran Turismo's.
Yo, he found the apex early.
That's what he did. That's exactly what he did. So he's like, nah, hold on. I do this every weekend. I know what's going on here.
He said, listen here, man. If anybody knows him, his license plate was flip home. I don't know what that means. Maybe he a real estate guy.
Something.
Or something. But he got a red Ferrari 488. Tell him the bearded one sends his regards, man. Damn. It was
Exit 13 already.
Sometimes you gotta give it up. Yo,
fact.
I backed off, and the people in the SUVs and stuff, they was looking like, bozo, what are you doing?
Bozo, damn, son. That's real. That's
Yo,
real.
sales, man, keep listening. You especially
Yes,
gonna
absolutely.
like this Legends of Auto that we got coming up. You especially. When you see it, you're gonna be like, yo. Matter of fact, because I think you own one. Well, you do. I know you do. So this is gonna be interesting. You're gonna like it. We're gonna give it a breakdown.
All right.
All right, keep
I'm on
tuning
it.
in,
I'm on
kid.
it. Take care, you guys.
All right,
sir.
Peace.
All right, peace.
Later. Yo, sales is right. It was embarrassing, son. I got embarrassed. I can't front. What else? What we got today, man? What we looking like? You got any shout outs?
Yeah, I got a couple shout outs, man. I just want to shout out to everybody who's been holding it down, rocking with us, doing the right thing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's much love, much appreciated.
Yes.
And I want to shout out to those, you know what I'm saying, who's keeping it cool on the road, you know, just not running up against Ferraris and
Oh.
thinking this is Gran Turismo.
He's talking about me. You see? This is why I don't come here with my confessions.
Yo, you could hit the restart button on that one, kid. That race was gone.
That race was over.
It was
son.
over with. But you know what, though? Got to give it up for the Type R, man. I ain't mad at it, though, man. You got to go for yours every now and again, son.
Yo.
That's a fact.
Hey, you know what was the kicker about it? Hold up. Rally Radio, who we got in the
Who we
box?
got?
Hey, yo, Pop, don't feel bad, man. Listen, they mid-engine cars, they do that to everybody, bro.
Shout to Phil.
The mid-engine
Go,
cars
Phil.
do that to everybody, man. Listen. This is one of the few times where it actually had me in awe. Was my first ever track day. First track day. Took the Mustang up to the New York Safety track.
Right.
And ran with a group up there called whatchamacallit. That was the name of that group. Track Experience.
Okay.
So I'm out there in the beginners group, obviously, because that's that first track day ever.
Right.
And maybe like my second time out, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying, like shaking the newbie vibes off, you know, still new, but, you know what I'm saying, kind of getting into this thing, seeing what it's like and all of that. Mm-hmm. And when I say it was weird, because you'd never expect this, right?
Yes.
There was this old Asian couple. When I say old, I mean they had to be in their late 50s, early 60s, husband and wife, right? Taking turns
Together?
for sessions. So the husband drive one session, the wife drive one session.
Wow.
And they were driving a Porsche 718.
Damn.
Not even an S, a regular 718.
Right.
4-cylinder, 300 horsepower with a small engine one.
Right.
Now, obviously, I said it's the second session, so it was the wife's turn.
Yes.
I could tell because of the helmet. So they're literally both out there.
Yes.
Like they're both in the car because it's a two-seater.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I shook off my first session.
I'm gonna run them
feeling
down.
it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what's good. Man, listen, that old Asian lady.
Oh,
Turn one during the configuration we was running on the track is on safety track. Turn one is quite literally like a 270-degree hairpin coming off of the main straight. So we're coming off of I'm cooking coming off of the main straight. I'm doing about $115 coming off of the main straight.
early.
Yeah.
And I'm bearing down on this 718. and she's there. I'm like, all right, I'm up here thinking, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to get my point by, and I'm about to keep moving. That did not happen.
Wow.
What happened was I got behind them in the corner, and I downshifted, slowed down for the corner. Obviously, I got to slow down for the corner so the Jeep.
Yes.
But the thing about it is something I noticed is that she starts accelerating
In the turn.
a hell of a lot sooner than I'm accelerating in said corner.
Wow.
And said Porsche begins to pull away mid-corner.
Wow. Mid-corner.
And so now, I'm mid-corner.
Wow.
So then now I'm looking at it, I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
Damn, that's interesting.
Because it's just like, and then I'm thinking, I'm like, these damn mid-engine cars. Because it's just that balance mid-corner. A front-engine rear drive car, a front-engine car.
Yeah.
A front-engine car ain't going to keep up with that kind of traction in mid-corner. And mid-corner traction is sensational. So much so that by the time I got out the corner, she's halfway to the next corner, which happens to be another 90-degree right.
Damn.
So guess what? I'm slower in that corner too. This little orange 718 is running away from me in the first section of this track, driven by a damn near 60-year-old Asian woman.
I mean, some of them get busy though, Phil.
Yo, Phil.
Boy,
You know why I find that funny, right?
Eh.
Because I know you was like, yo, when I get to this next straight, I'm going to get at him.
Yeah.
And it's
that's
like,
exactly, boy.
Man.
But then, of course, by the time I get to the straight, she's already going into the next corner.
she going into
Oh, shit.
Yo, that's real.
Needless to say, I was humbled, and I was like, you know what? That's when I realized, I'm like, you know what? Let me work on my driving dynamics, and let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me humble myself a little bit and take some lessons, learn a little bit, because I clearly am not half the driver I think I am.
Yo,
And this Asian lady just proved this.
she gave, yo, but here's the thing.
Very easily.
Here's the thing, though, Phil. At what point, like you said, she took off like that mid-turn, especially for you, that's a drift point. You hit the gas
It would
right
be.
there, you're sliding.
I hit the gas, I'm power sliding.
Wow. And she took
They
off
hit
in
the
that.
gas, they're accelerating because the weight of the motor being so balanced, because it's mid-engine, the weight of the engine is sitting on the rear wheel.
Oh, boy.
So she's just accelerating out of the corner, something serious. That's why them Porsches are so fast.
You ain't lying.
That's why them Porsches are so fast on the track.
I'm going to tell you something, Phil. After looking at this Ferrari last night, again, I'll say it again. To build something like that, I don't know if I could ever.
You can, but the problem with it is two things. You're going to spend a lot of money,
A lot of bread.
and the second thing is your car will no longer be a street. It will no longer be a street car. It will no longer be a comfortable street driving car. It's now become a track weapon with track-only suspension. That when you go over a speed bump, you're rattling halfway down the block because the thing's so damn stiff.
Yo, so with that being said then, Phil, to you, what is the difference between a GT car and a sports car?
A GT car and a sports car. GT stands for Grand Touring
Yes.
or Gran Turismo.
Oh.
Gran Turismo is touring.
Oh, boy.
So what that stands for is it's usually something that's very quick and very comfortable moving at an accelerated rate of speed.
Okay.
Versus a true blue sports car now is something that's meant to be agile, not necessarily to be comfortable.
Right.
And sports cars throw comfort out in the way of handling prowess.
Yes.
That's why you see something like a Miata or a BRZ
is considered, or a FRS, or GT86 is more considered a sports car because, yeah, you can drive it daily and it's okay, but it's more prioritized to have fun, not necessarily high-speed cruising. My car, on the other hand, now, I can bomb down I-95 at 120 miles an hour and the car doesn't feel it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what Aston Martins or the big front engine Ferraris are considered GT cars, like your F12s or your 812 Superfast, or those cars, or the Roma, the front engine Ferraris are all considered the GT cars because that's what they're made for. They're still very capable. Not saying that they're not capable, but they're more made to cruise and enjoy the drive.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's nice for. It's nice for you're bombing down a mountain pass and you're enjoying some scenery outside both windows.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You got a pretty lady next to you.
Right.
Whether that be your wife or otherwise. You got a pretty lady next to you. You got the windows half open and the sun smell and the air smells like daisies and fresh cut grass.
Feels a fool.
You know what I'm saying? Like straight Italian commercial. You know what I'm saying? That's what a GT car is made for. So not necessarily. Again, they can go on the track, but that's not what they're made to do.
So let me ask you a question, instead. And that Vet has to be that much more better with a mid-engine. I mean, when you say it like that.
Listen. Let me answer that question for you. A regular C8 Vet with the Z51 package, just a regular track package on the base Vet, is as fast around the track as the C7 Z06. With the supercharged motor and 150 more horsepower.
The base.
That is the answer to your question.
Oh boy. Well, with that being said, Phil, we gonna jump into
That's interesting.
we gonna jump into the show because we got a lot to talk about, kid. These EVs is running wild, and it's about time somebody call them on it, son. You know how we get down here. Yo, we got a lot more, and we gonna have the shifting gears. We're going to need people to call in for the shifting gears. Yo, Phil, we going to jump right in. Keep listening, kid.
No doubt.
All right, peace. Yo,
Right,
Phil had a... That was a good answer, man.
Nah, it wasn't too bad at all.
You ready to jump in?
Let's go, man.
All right, then. With that being said, y'all ready for this show?
Let's go.
Don't forget, y'all can call up 516-206-0711. I know it was embarrassing, but I did kind of do it to myself.
No, I ain't even mad at you, man, for giving it a shot. Because like you said, you wanted to see if the person at Ferrari was serious about that thing, which he or she was.
Serious.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know if it was a he. I mean, unless you do, maybe, because you probably, like you said, you probably seen a glimpse.
I seen a glimpse.
All right, so he was serious about that thing.
Flip home. I don't know what that means.
Nah, I couldn't tell you neither, but I wanted to ask you, though, did the Type R feel comfortable, though?
Yes. To tell you the truth, I would say it was more me. Like, I could have probably went harder in the but I was like, nah, I feel like at that point, it could have got ugly. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, let him, you testing the waters, man. But it was tremendous, man. It was tremendous. I got to say that car, though, still, that Ferrari is here. My Type R was...
I hear that. I ain't mad at you, kid.
But it was worth it, though. With that being said, we're going to jump right into the show. You ain't got no more shout-outs. I ain't got no more shout-outs.
Let's go.
Here we go. Now, you tuned in last week. You already know what it is, kid. Give him a little recap, baby. What you got for him?
All right, man. If y'all tuned in last week, or if y'all didn't, the ones who didn't, shame on you. Try not to make it a habit. But I got some couple recaps for y'all right here.
Let's go.
I find pretty interesting is that New York State Senate will require speed limiters put on vehicles over 3,000 pounds.
Boy.
What is that about?
They trying to stop your shine, kid. Listen, if they can't get you to pay congestion pricing, if they can't get you to pay gas, if you don't get a speed camera ticket, a red light camera ticket, how else we gonna make you pay?
Put a speed limiter in your joint.
And they look at it like this. You think they're going to do it for free?
Of course not.
They're going to charge you to do it, man. I'm telling you,
son. If not, they're going to keep finding you, and the next thing you know, you're going to be paying quadruple what it costs to drop the limiter in there.
Give me your fucking money!
But you care less, I'm telling you.
But the problem is, though, it's not that the vehicles weighing over 3,000 pounds. The problem is they keep making these vehicles bigger. I remember it was a time where cars that weighed around what, like 2,500 pounds,
Yes.
maybe 2,400 pounds.
Uh-huh.
They're exceeding almost 3,000 pounds now. They're just getting bigger and bigger. So
That's
more
a-
tech.
I believe, more tech, and obviously the American is getting bigger.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
So it's like you trying to penalize the car, but they making it to y'all spec though, which is weird.
Man, I'm telling you, man, it's so much. I'm telling you, so just to put us, you're gonna put a limiter on my car. I find that disrespectful.
That's what I'm saying. Like we said before last week. Okay, they may have it on some of the city vehicles. All right, cool. That's theirs. Do what you want to do. That's fine. But for you to tell me, hey, Mr. SI, I'm gonna need you to throw a limit on the joint.
right. Like, why I'm doing that?
Well, you crazy?
I'm the limiter.
This right foot is the limiter. You hear me? That's it.
That's it.
That's all we need.
That's it.
Bear in mind though, the vehicles already come governed.
Which is ridiculous.
Already come governed.
Already
You know what I'm
come governed.
saying? So I'm just curious of what they can put the limiter to. Like how they gonna modulate that? 'Cause you know you got
So
regular street
we're gonna
drivers.
drop it to 20 because the speed limit's 25.
Damn.
And they want your money.
But what about the highway now? How they gonna modulate
35.
that?
They don't want you going no faster because you know how it go.
Nah, it's a fact. That is definitely a fact.
What else you got for us?
I got another one. Chicago auto theft rises by 767%.
Because of the Kia boys.
Yes, due to the Kia boys running wild, y'all. This
I'm
is
a
crazy.
Kia boy. I'm a
Yo,
Kia boy.
First off, 767% is a lot, son. That is a whole lot, son. Like,
Yes.
damn, son. Is it that crazy?
You know what though? I just have this firm belief that when it comes down to something easy that people could steal, they just gonna take advantage.
Yeah.
And that's all it is.
Yeah, ultimately, I agree with you too, man. But I just find it like, damn, man, like, I guess, you know, I'm looking at it from a different view. I guess it's like, all right, man, why do it? I guess you gotta go somewhere, whatever like that. It's a little
Yeah.
Kia over there. I'm a Kia boy at heart, so I'm gonna go take it, I guess. I
I'm a
don't know,
Kia
man.
boy. I'm a Kia boy.
Yo, that's ridiculous. I tell you that much. But here, check this one out. This is another good one.
Uh-huh.
Yo, Lamborghini is sold out to 2024.
Cause Lamborghinis,
Son.
they cool, son.
They're cheap now. You can just easily.
I wouldn't say look, now I wouldn't say that. You know what I mean?
Yo, son, they sold out to 2024.
But that's because there's more rich people out there, man. I'm telling you.
By the day.
Meanwhile, I'm here.
Give me your fucking money.
I need help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I need help.
I'm gonna need y'all to donate to the Cash App for
That's a
Rally
fact.
Radio. We're
That's
gonna
a
put it
fact.
down there because the bearded one needs a Ferrari. There's no
Let's
way
go.
I could take that L. And y'all don't want me to take that L.
Come on, y'all. Let's go. That's
What?
real, son.
That was
That's real.
crazy. What else you got for us?
Got another one, man. Yo, this one's crazy. Fast and Furious fans stunts lead to people protesting to shut down or stop filming Fast and Furious videos in California
It's hilarious.
because they went to the
The Dominic Toretto.
Dominic Toretto, you know what I'm saying, tuna fish sandwich shop. They doing donuts out there acting crazy. And now the people don't like it because I guess they making too much noise and they seem maybe a little bit reckless. That's ridiculous, son.
I find that ridiculous.
So we gonna
myself.
stop shooting movies because you over there crying?
You know, you know what that says though? You know what that really says?
What's
That at the end of the day, there's nothing you could do to stop people's wildness. They're gonna do what they want.
But like we said before, you know what I'm saying, on earlier shows, like you got to give people an outlet though.
You do.
You like if you could give people a decent kind of outlet, son, I think I could be completely wrong. They will second guess it, like, you know what, I could go over there. However, though, if it ain't 4 hours away, you know what I'm saying?
What
like,
if that outlet was open every Friday night,
That's what I mean.
Saturday night?
Open through the weekend.
You'd be shocked what you get.
That's what I'm
You'd
saying.
be shocked what you get. But you know how they go, man. They do it all the time, man. But
But that's weird though. But you know, I realize you're right. I think they do it, of course, for another agenda. Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna do this, so they gonna act crazy, and now we're gonna do this now.
facts. So now we could pass this next agenda.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you, got a lot coming up.
Man.
If you got that's it for the
Nah,
recap.
that's it, man. That
Oh, man.
last one just killed me a little bit, man. Let's go.
Let's go. With that being said, we're gonna
Yeah.
jump right into the show. You ready?
Let's go.
Here we go.
Weekly specs. Auto news for all the listeners. Only on Rally Radio.
Shout out to everybody listening, paying attention. Shout to Ingrid. How you doing?
go,
Larry
Ingrid.
McBride was good.
Let's go, Larry.
Omar was popping.
Let's go.
Y'all know, Dave was good. SP's in the building too.
Let's go,
Shout out to
SP.
everybody listening, paying attention.
Factory.
So we're gonna jump right into it. It looks like California begs EV car owners not to charge their cars during peak hours. I find this hilarious. This is what I'm talking about.
Damn, son.
Now, we talked about this a little bit on Rally Radio, how they want to ban all of the different types, of gas-powered cars, but they're going to want you to use EV. But what happens when there's no electricity and your grid sucks? Here we go. California begs EV owners not to charge cars during peak hours. It's no secret that California has an ongoing love affair with gas-powered cars. We know that. But as Labor Day approaches, residents are getting a worried glimpse into the future. However, a severe heat wave is expected in the next coming days, and to prevent power cuts, people are being asked to conserve energy, not by charging their electric cars. That is hilarious. What's poppin', McBride? You hear this, man?
Yeah, this is craziness out of this, huh?
And I want to say this at the end of the day. This is exactly what we said was going to happen.
Absolutely.
It's exactly what we said was going to happen.
Yeah, you know it's gonna be a crazy thing too.
Go ahead.
Because I'm pretty sure they're doing the whole solar panel thing out there in California too, right? You know, putting on people roofs and everything like
Yes.
that, right? Cool. So what's gonna happen with that is people gonna think they cool, because what happens is, let's say the power do go, you could get this feature when you do have that. So let's say the power goes out, right? You still have power in your crib because the panels, they store energy, right? But you got to pay for that feature. It just don't store energy off the galore. It's not gonna do that. You got to get like a whole nother battery ordeal going on with that.
And how much does that cost?
But that's what I mean, right? So cool. Let's say you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm the bid on. I'm gonna go grab that, right? Now let's say a lot of people power go out. You don't think they can tap into yours? Not your neighbors.
Yes.
I'm talking about the electric people. You don't think they can just tap into yours and just start distributing your power? They can do that.
Of course.
So it's not like you're gonna be scot free.
They in your grid.
That's what I'm saying. So everything ain't glitter is gold, baby.
I'm gonna tell you, man.
Yeah.
It says the California Independent System Operator issued a statement asking residents to reduce their energy consumption during a flex alert. Consumers are asked to urge to reduce energy use from 4 to 9 p.m. It reads. Conservation tips include avoiding the use of large appliances and charging electric vehicles. They went right after the charging of the electric vehicles. Shout to Sales. Sales said, "Yo, you called it." Yes, we did. Rally Radio called it. This is the kind of stuff that they talking about.
Cause you know what's crazy? Yo, now you just have even larger electrical appliance outside. Even larger, son. You have a huge electrical appliance sitting right outside.
You got a refrigerator on wheels outside.
Come on, son. Come on, AC. So you don't think that's gonna draw the most energy, son?
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna tell you, yo,
That's ridiculous.
it's ridiculous.
And I bet you people still gonna be like this. You know what? Forget about gas powered engines. Why? They don't never say, yo, don't go to the pump at this hour.
Yo,
You ain't. There's not that.
I'm gonna tell you, kid. Listen,
Man, son.
I laugh at it, man. Shout to McBride said he was reading something that banks are not even going to give car loans for electric vehicles. We're gonna look into that.
Nah, we gonna look in. Let me write
We're
that.
gonna look into that while
That's
we
a
do what
fact.
we do.
That's a
I would
fact.
say that is crazy, but it just goes to show, man. Listen, they want to ban this by 2035. They're gonna have to dig up a lot of that grid and fix it.
Man, you can't convince me and tell me these EVs are the way to go right now, or
Nah.
even ever for that matter.
Plug-in hybrid is as far as you need
That's
to go.
what I mean. Like, come on. How about we use this kinetic energy and store it up correctly versus trying to dead the whole joint altogether? Like,
Well, you know, they look at things different, but you know who looks at things different too? A lot of Tesla owners.
of course they
And
do.
we're going to get into this a little bit because we got some more news. Now, y'all know I like to leave the Teslas alone. Tesla driver claims Model Y caused a massive crash on its own.
Come on, yo.
Listen,
what you talking about? Of
I'm
course.
not making this up. We put the article up there if you look, just so you can see that
It's
we're
right
not
there.
making this up. This is how it's going. So it looks like a Texas woman, a Texas woman has been left speechless and confused after a Tesla Model Y she was driving crashed in a rather bizarre manner. Rayo said the day started like any other, driving assistant's week-old electric SUV. The pair made their way over to their son's house where all the chaos ensued. Said she was going very slow, and all of a sudden the Tesla car accelerated by itself and hit the car in front.
Damn.
It was her son's car, she explained. The footage captured the entire incident. Rao can be seen slowly approaching her son's driveway, and then all of a sudden the car accelerates into the parked car. Now, obviously, you know Tesla comes out and says there's no way that could happen.
Of course. What
Of
you talking
course
about?
they do.
Of course it can never happen in Tesla. You talking about? They can't.
Son, you know he go in there and change the data. There's no way that happened because this guy,
Yeah, he's too. Yo, I'm telling you, son, he's clever. If he ain't nothing else, he's clever, son.
he's clever.
Cause you know what? Cause how he said it in earlier shows.
He's a villain.
He's a villain, right? And what happens is they could fight any case causing or saying that them vehicles is not at fault, son.
That's a fact.
It's no way he's not gonna get blamed. B. Remember, people trying to sue him now.
They trying to sue and they're losing.
Son, come on, B.
They're losing, man. This is getting crazy. It's getting out of control. Listen.
And I'm trying to understand. I didn't mean to cut you
Go
off.
ahead.
I'm trying to understand why people not listening to Rally Radio. Like, we only here to share the love and the news to save y'all.
Well, listen. At the end of the day, don't forget to tell your friends,
Yeah,
tell your
friends.
people.
Come on.
Tune in to Rally Radio on Saturdays. We are on YouTube now as well.
Let's go.
If you missed this episode, this episode will be live on YouTube on our YouTube page at
go.
Gutter Ball Rally. All right. With that, shout to SP said California's forecasting a power pandemic. Whoa, damn. Be careful. We still I'm telling you, they trying to get them out here, kid. The more you look at these EVs, though, and this is what we was trying to point out.
Yeah.
You start to see them in a lot of different things, and it's like we didn't do it.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't do it. This is just happening. We pointing it out, and that's why I said, we're gonna start putting the articles up so you can see them yourself, and you can say for yourself, look, this is not nothing that we making up here.
Absolutely, man. Because this is like, you got to start thinking about it a little bit now. Like, come on, man. Is this because you got to look at it like just like a regular electrical appliance you have. Sometimes they just do what they want to do.
That's a fact.
And so, what is the difference between this and an actual 5,000-pound electrical appliance?
Nothing.
Literally, kid.
Come
on,
nothing. Ain't nothing different about it. You got a refrigerator on wheels outside.
Factory.
That's all you got. And at the end of the day, what happens when it shuts off?
Damn.
You're done. You're done. So people got to start thinking of that, man. With that being said, we got some other stuff that we got going on with these EVs. You know we're going to put it up there.
Yo, please, you got to talk about this one with the Chevy Bolt.
Oh, here we go. And look
Son.
at that. Oh, it's right on the screen for you to see.
Yo.
The Chevy Bolt.
Wait, repeat that. You got to say the name. I don't think people understanding the name, though.
The Chevy Volt.
Yes.
They call it the Volt. Don't ask me why.
Yo,
Shout to my little guy, it's Braylon. He tuned in. He said, "Hey, Dad, it's me, Braylon. Let's go, Baba. I
Let's go,
see
BP.
you, man. He listening.
Let's go.
Shout to Braylon. Shout to my wife, Erica. Shout
go.
to Shy. I see you listening too. It says the Chevy Volt was a brilliant car launched in the wrong era. It didn't last long because these been out for a little while.
yeah, they've been out. Son.
Right? And as a result, it's now costly to fix. How does a $30,000 for a new battery sound?
Son, that's more than the
Whoa.
V. That's more than the V, though.
That's the point. They want you to bring it back. They want you to recycle. Recycle.
Yo, good luck with those EVs, yo. Good luck with those, son.
Well, we gonna get
Hybrids
it. Let's read
go.
into it.
Let's go. Come on.
The Chevy Volt was a brilliant car. We talked about that. Technically, it was a hybrid with a 16
Yep.
kilowatt battery
Factory.
pack and first gen cruise. That model also has a small 1.4 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder motor.
Let's go. I like that.
Technically makes it a plug-in hybrid. But we already talked about how these Chevy Volts were catching fire. Can we say that again?
Oh, repeat that. I don't think they heard that.
They were catching fire. They told you to park it 50 feet away from your home. Now, if you live in the inner city, what's 50 feet away from your home?
In the city, it's like,
Your neighbor.
yeah, it's your neighbor's crib.
Your neighbor.
It's your neighbor, the other neighbor, everybody.
Everybody's there. And they like, yeah, park it up there. You're like, how you want me to do that?
I'm telling you, man, I feel like they need to do a little bit of a better job disclosing this when you're going to buy the vehicle. No, you know what I mean. Like, you shouldn't buy this vehicle if you don't live in more of a rural area. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
you got 50 feet to spare, son. If you
but
got, yo,
Smokey the Bear is there, like only you can prevent forest fires. Yo,
he's stupid.
He's the only one that's gonna help you. Son.
Yo, maybe you can negotiate with Smokey, son, but you can't negotiate with your neighbor when they crib is on fire, though.
You know how we
a
couldn't
tough one,
negotiate
son.
with the Chevy Volt though? Flush it down the toilet.
Yeah, all of it.
It ain't
Where'd
worth
it go? Oh, man, son, let's just do a little recap. Yo, the joint is $30,000 for a new battery, son.
Yes.
Just imagine a full hybrid. I mean, a full EV, though.
Say it again.
Just imagine a full EV.
Wow.
Come on, son.
Wow. They want $30,000 to replace the battery. I hope everybody could see this. They want $30,000 to replace the battery, and the car is not even worth $30,000.
And you know what blows my mind? Let's say this was like a Chevy Cruze, right?
Yes.
Yo, you could do a full engine job, transmission job, and it still won't cost $30,000.
No.
On a combustion engine, still will not cost. It won't even cost half that.
No.
Of course, given a certain car, but you get a regular car that costs like $15,000 brand new. That engine transmission job is not going to equal up to 30 racks. So we got to pay attention to this.
But
got to pay attention to this.
You know what I say, man? Sometimes people need to be woken up. You know how that goes.
Nah, I just think people just need to listen a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sure, they need to be woken up too. I agree with you.
Yes.
Just listen. Just take a look.
Yo, shout to my dude Cedric. What's poppin'?
Cedric?
He said that's crazy.
Son,
You already
how you?
know, son. And he's a car guy.
Come on, son.
We already know. This is getting out of control. But look at this.
Let's go.
Now, you remember they was promoting the GMC Hummer? Oh, it's
man. It's
looks
great.
like the Hummer. Now, they were saying it could be off-road. Oh, you got the crab walk and all that. You can do everything you want to do.
You got 11,000 foot-pounds of Turks. Let's go.
Of Turks.
Let's go.
We got a caller. Rally Radio, who we got in the box?
Yo, it's your boy Jay in the building.
Yo,
Let's go,
Jay,
Jay.
what it is? What's popping with you?
Let's go.
Not much, man. Nothing much, man. You know, I just had to call, check in, see how you guys have been. It's been a minute for me, so.
Yeah, it's been a minute. We see you had a couple issues with the eye. What happened with the Lex?
You ever situated that?
Oh, no. We're good.
All right, good.
So, in hindsight, the valve cover that I originally bought, the valve cover gaskets that I bought originally was defective. So, you know, when your boy is the victim of the supply chain, you know, it is what it is.
Man. So, with that being said, right? You know we talking about these EVs. You see, I'm gonna put it back on the screen. They want $30,000 to replace the Chevy Volt battery. Damn. And this is not a full EV. It's a plug-in hybrid. Damn. Right? It's not a plug-in hybrid, but it's classified as that because you plug it in. What's your thoughts on that, Jay?
Oh, man. Mind you, that's just a basic, kind of like a basic EV, sort of.
No, it's a fact.
Like,
it's the lowest of the low.
You gotta think, if it's costing $30K for that, what you gonna do when you need to replace it for a Rivian or a Lucid?
Yo. Or that GMC Hummer.
Or that Pulsar, or that GMC Hummer. What are you gonna do when they got 4 of them? What are you doing?
You know, honest to God, you know what? Something like that. I'm looking at this. I'm like, the price for that, just buy an LFA.
Son.
He said buy LFA. Oh, we got the LFA successor we're going to be talking about later, too.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy. But I got to look at it like this, Jake. The more we step into this EV thing, and like I said, if the knowledge is done and they do the homework on the technology, then you introduce it slowly and it won't be bad.
It won't be.
But for the hard left that they're making, they're putting people's lives at risk every day, and it's like, you know what it is, you know?
But now, the other thing that no one is talking about, right, is what warranty company is covering that?
That's not them ones that call your house. That'll be a ghost town. They be like, listen, we want to check your car's warranty. Nah, they won't be around no more.
Because you know what? That's a super loss. That's why it's like, damn, son. Like, your policy 30 racks. Is just one thing? That's it?
Yo, shout to my guy Larry McBride. Not to cut you off, Jay. He said that's why he still owns his 2003 Hummer H2. I'm gonna tell you, and that Hummer's worth.
Yeah,
that Hummer's still worth bread.
It is
because they're no more. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Larry McBride and Cedric. He said to play devil's advocate, Ferrari charges an astronomical price for a $30,000 service. Not trying to justify this because I love the combustion engine, but maybe the EV cars are adopting the same principle. You can't compare Chevy to a Ferrari.
Yeah,
he's right.
That's a little tough one to do. It's a bit tough there, sir. That's definitely a tough one. But on top of that, if you look at it like that, that EV don't cost $250. I don't know.
Oh boy, that's a fact.
I don't know. It don't cost like
That's a fact.
it's hard to.
So Jay,
Let's go.
with that
What's
being
up?
said, go ahead, continue on.
I was going to ask. I don't know if you guys brought it up yet. So, you know what's going on in California, right? And you know what, how that kind of blew up in their face a little bit.
Oh, with the we just talked about that. You talking about with the don't charge your car business?
Yeah.
Damn, yeah, man. We just were talking about that one, kid.
we were just talking about it, kid. I'm gonna tell you.
They dropping the balls, huh?
They obviously are not listening to Rally Radio.
Nah,
This is
they
why we
can't
want
be,
you to
son.
share with your people.
You have to, man. Share with your coworkers, man. Let them know, man. Rally Radio's on to something.
Rally Radio is on to something.
I'm telling you, I feel like we in the movies with the aluminum foil antennas. We trying to tell people over the radio what's about to happen, and it's like, yo, we trying to reach y'all.
We
What's good?
standing there with the 10 commandments, like, don't do it.
Oh, wait.
I'm telling you.
How do you in one breath say, "Hey, yo, listen, you're not gonna buy that brand new Dodge"? Oh, and in that same breath, be like, "Oh man, hey look, don't use your power from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m."
Yo,
Dang,
Jay,
son.
and he's right. A lot of people was against that new Dodge. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, yo, what do they want you to buy? Like, don't buy the if I gotta choose between that and the Tesla, forget it. I'm not buying anything.
I ain't going front, man. I'm not either, kid. I just thought about that too. Like I just won't do it. Like I'll leave the car thing alone. You know what, guys, you want? Forget about it. I'm not doing it, kid.
Yeah, yo.
Because even listening about this Volt with a hybrid,
Yo.
come on,
And trust me, we got more coming up. Yo, Jay.
nasty work.
Yo, Jay. Is he there?
What's up?
Oh, yo, Jay. A couple
What's
things.
up?
One, it looks like everybody's ready for the speed and greet. Shout to my guy Camacho.
Let's go, Camacho.
30,000 for a battery. You better just send the car off the cliff like they did it. Yo, I can't.
But what about when the dude blew up the Tesla with the dynamite? Oh no!
So,
$30,000. You better just buy a Camry.
but here's the thought process behind it. And like I said, just hear me out. They want you to turn that car in. They don't want you to spend the $30,000. They want you to turn the car in and spend $30,000 on another car. And you know what they're gonna do with that one?
Recycle.
They're gonna exactly.
Damn.
You know how many
Exactly.
Yachts you could buy for that battery?
Yo,
Damn, son.
if you think about it, Jay, it makes the most sense. This is one of the reasons why Ford will not allow you to buy an F-150 Lightning or Mach-E out of the lease. They want you to bring it back so they could do the same thing all over again, kid.
Damn, yeah, that's
It's
interesting,
just,
man.
it's wild.
Wait a minute.
The real funny part about that is that like, yeah, and it was just like you guys were saying before too. Essentially, like the safety behind those vehicles is,
Yes.
God forbid if you get into an accident or one of those things, that is getting hit by a light duty truck.
You sound like it with a light duty truck. You right?
Yo, my bad. I'm sorry. I was trying to drink water.
Yo, he's right.
Like, yo, it's the worst.
You know what makes me scared about those cars, though? How are they in accidents?
I don't want to know. I'm good.
Yeah, you know what? They've been very tight-lipped about it.
Of course.
They haven't really said anything. Like, if
Well,
the batteries are on the floor of the vehicle.
I mean, listen, look, at this point in time, you're better off being in the EV at that point in time because you basically in the equivalent of the Titanic.
Yo, you ain't lying. Yo, Jay, we gonna get to the show. As usual, shout to you because I've been watching you go through it with the car, and I'm like, he had the strong arm it to get it fixed. Luckily,
Yeah.
you know some people that could get it done. But I'm glad you
Yeah.
did because we're gonna have the speed and greet coming up. I know
Exactly.
y'all like Pop. Stop talking about the speed and greet and set it up already. Now that my man Camacho is back,
Yeah.
we're gonna set it up. We want to see the yellow vet out there.
That's a fact.
We want to see the blue ISF out there.
Yep.
The blue Type R.
Let's
The
go.
white Mustang.
Let's go.
The parent truck. I know our resident Ford
Yeah.
guys listening.
Let's
We
go.
want to see everybody out there, man, because I think that's what makes this best. Is that and why we call it the speed and greet? Not really for speeding,
Yeah.
but just the greet. Everybody get to meet. Sales. My man Sales. He's driving the Legend of Auto that we got.
Let's
today.
go,
So
let's go.
It's gonna be interesting. Yo, Jay, we gonna get back to the rest of the show. And you already know. Don't forget to put up some pics, some more. I seen the pic you put up of your car in the driveway, and I was like, wow, man.
Yeah.
I love that blue.
I do. But yeah, I got a quick question before we go, man.
I appreciate it, man. Listen, I will definitely hook you up with some more pictures. It looks a little dirty right now, so I'm going to clean it up a little bit.
Yo, Jay, I got a question before you get up out of here, though, man.
What's up?
You ever thought about making a manual?
Yo,
You ever crossed your mind, Jay?
That's a hard choice. Don't get me wrong.
tranny,
I would love it. I would love to get the manual, but I will say this: it's one of the best autos I've had so far.
Really?
I will say.
That's good. Before you go, how is it exactly, though? Because I never even got up and close and personal with one of those before.
Basically, it shifts even faster and more aggressive the more you get into it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that I was going to run out of the road before really getting into it, you know?
Got you.
We gotta. I'm telling you, everybody gotta get their cars out, especially before it starts to get cold. Because you see, summer just broke out.
He said something just left.
You know what? Must be kind of nice having that little boost there.
Yo,
must be kind of nice.
Word up. So we gonna make it happen. I know you getting ready to go to Cali, right?
Yeah, I'm going to week after next.
All right, so we gotta do it before then.
All right,
so we gonna get up with you, Jay. Good looking on that, bro. Good looking on the call, my brother. As usual, we appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all too, man. Yo, listen, keep up the good work, guys.
Let's go. Appreciate
Let's do
that. All right, later. Peace. Yo, Jay's social media is very interesting because he drives Uber. He sees some of the craziest stuff we see in New York City. Yeah. And I gotta say, it's crazy. Yo, shout this Cedric. He said the manual transmission is dying fast, man. It's sad. Man.
But you know what, though? They starting to see something. I think the manual is going to be around longer than we think, even though it is like it's dwindling at this point, though. But they starting to figure out the manual is actually the truth. I'm telling you, watch.
Well, I'll tell you what, kid. You know what's the truth?
What's that?
You know what's not the truth?
What's not the truth?
These GMC Hummers.
What about them, man? These 11,000 foot-pounds of Turks, enough to go to the moon, I heard.
Listen, you know what I'm saying? What they call it, one nation under drive or something. I don't know, some crazy stuff like that, right? Apparently, the GMC Hummer EV does not mix well with water. You see it for yourself right over here, yo. And we gonna get into it, kid. I'm telling you, yo, they acting like it don't happen.
And these are questions we have. Like, what happens when that joint run into water? Well, what's it gonna do? It's gonna crab walk itself out? No. I doubt it.
Well, it looks like in late July, General Motors issued a service bulletin for the 2022 Hummer EV. It claims owners have complained about inoperative buttons connected to the driver's front door switch bank. The controls connected to the switch bank include the power windows, door locks, power adjustable side mirrors. Some customers may also report unwanted activation of the theft alarm system or random messages, which is crazy. So it looks like these problems stem from poor pillar seal, which allows water to get into the car through the switch bank. It's a quick fix according to GM, and it takes 3.5. I don't know if 3.5 hours is a quick fix.
Nah, kid, because that 3.5 gonna turn to 5. I'm telling you, so that's what this. Hold on, wait. This whole thing is wrong. So it's not to stay there. I'm telling you, they gonna figure it out, B.
So here's my question.
Yeah.
If this thing this is a Hummer, we talking about taking it off road, and you take it in the water, and that's it. You're in trouble. Now you can't get out the car. Power door locks don't work. What else happens? We don't know.
Damn, son.
Yo, I'm telling you, kid. I don't need that.
So they're gonna start equipping these joints with life rafts. I'm telling you.
Yo, it probably, yo.
I'm telling you, son, with the quick release moonroof. I'm telling you, son, it's gonna get bad, son. It's gonna get bad. So y'all gotta watch it. Y'all gotta pay attention to this.
The yellow cones you gotta breathe in the plane, like put them on. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy out here. This is the kind of stuff that I say. You know, I tell people all the time, listen, these EVs, they have a lot of things going on with them. People are like, you don't know what you're talking about. We're going to put it on the screen from now on. Y'all can see it.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all can see it now. It's on the screen, so y'all get to see for yourself.
They have to see this, man, because this is real news.
Well, you know it's real news, too. You ready for this?
What's that?
It looks like not even the Idaho State Police
Damn, son.
don't want electric Dodge Chargers. Now, if we got anybody out there that serves in law enforcement, don't forget you could give us a call, 516-206-0711. It looks like the Idaho police are not trying to hear it.
Nah, kid, they not.
They like, yo, listen, man, we don't want no stinking EVs. That's how, that's
stinking EVs.
We don't want no stinking EVs. We can't trace down the criminals. So it looks like when Dodge executives decided to transition from gasoline-powered Chargers, they might not have stopped to consider how law enforcement agencies might react. While some in the Bay Area might buy a few to get applause from the public, more will likely have the same reaction as the Idaho State Police, which is looking to move from the Dodge brand to something else. Idaho State Police do use the Ford Explorer and F-Series, but the Dodge Charger has been mainstay. While it's possible it will switch to all crossovers and pickup trucks, there's a good chance the agency will find an alternative sedan to the Charger. And we all know that they was looking at the Fords, right?
That's a fact.
But nobody want to use that Ford Mustang Mach-E's. You kidding me?
I mean, the FBI just got their hands on one, though.
The FBI, that is, they got one. They got one. The FBI got one.
Yo, they think they slick, so they definitely just got one of those things and think they making noise with that. I'm telling you, kid, this is all a ploy, B. Let's go.
Shout to Jay, man. I got to stop. I'll be reading the comments. He said, how does the 9,000-pound Hummer react to water the same way a house cat does?
Damn, son. You're stupid, son.
It's just, I'm telling you, you can't make it up. So now when you look at the police departments and things like that, right?
Yeah.
Let's say Idaho State Police, they love to have the Charger.
Yeah.
They're going to try to repurpose them. You're going to see, I'm telling you,
Probably.
there's going to be a point where there's going to be a whole bunch for sale.
It will be.
I'm probably going to buy an automatic one.
He said, I'm probably going to buy auto.
But it says you can roll up on the perp mad quiet, though. That is a fact.
Nah, you could, but that's probably like about the only thing he could do. You know what I'm saying?
Them EVs is dumb quiet. That's a fact. They be like, yo, what's that? Next thing you know, you on the
Actually, they are quiet, but you still can hear them, though. Because they make that funny little motor sound. You know what I'm saying? And wild tires, so you can kind of hear them a little bit.
Well, remember, the point of it was that when they back up, they silent. So they had to change that. That's why you hear make that holy noise there. Because if you don't hear it and somebody walks right out, they'll get hit. It's crazy, man.
Man, listen.
He said like Camacho said like Demolition Man, all EV. He said, Jay said the EV police charge is going to have a zesty police sign.
Zesty police sign on it. Damn.
I'm gonna leave the police chiefs alone, man. Listen,
Damn.
I just don't think that is good for police.
I don't see how it is.
Because if what if somebody rams your car?
I just think
But then again, that could go bad anytime.
it could, but I just think it's more so like just like a statement they trying to make.
Yes.
They trying to be like, oh, if we're doing it, you guys should do it. I think it's one of those. I just kind of like trying to be like a fashion statement in a sense. Like, you know what, man? We're welcoming the EVs. Look, we got them, a whole fleet of them over here. Guys, come check them out.
Meanwhile, we like this. No, thank you.
That's what I'm saying. Just like at the New York Auto Show that passed, they had a private track for the EVs.
That they did.
Come on.
That they did.
Come on. So they trying to make them cool by any means necessary.
Well, we're going to talk about being cool.
Let's go.
The Chevy Corvette production is being shut down.
Damn.
Again. Now, the problem with this is that the Chevy Corvette has met nothing but adversity since it came out.
Absolutely. That's a fact. That's a fact.
If it wasn't for supply chain issues.
That recall, when the axle could come out or something like that. Something
what about the
crazy.
one with the wheel? With the wheels is cracking and breaking? Oh, boy. Chevy's going through it right now. So it looks like they're going to shut it down again. And it has a lot to do. It looks like it has a lot to do with the supply chain again. And I feel like this is a hustle.
It is a hustle, B. It is a hustle, huh?
This is a hustle. It's being shut down. And now they're talking about, you know what, they don't know when. And they don't know. It says it's supposed to resume on Monday, September 5th. I'm not buying that. Let's see what happens here. Shout to Camacho. He said police going to have a Tesla Plaid. Shout to said, he said, doesn't really matter for police. It's a brand new car at the end of the day. The agency will shop for the best deal. That's a fact. That's the city for you. They're going to shop for the best deal.
Of course
You
they
know what
are,
I'm saying?
son. Of course they are.
But we still got to look at it and say to ourselves, you know what I mean? Like, is this good?
I'm trying to figure like how is it really good? Like you said, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we just said, Okay, you could creep up on the perp a little bit.
Yes.
All right.
That's it.
That's all we got? You just creep up on them?
Well, I'll tell you what,
So what
man.
happens if they stab out and hit a left turn and you just flip over or something like that? Or his man hit you pause, you know what I'm saying? Like ram you. You know, make it a whole movie thing.
I'm going to tell you like this. The movie with the explosion, because you got to be careful with
Telling
them
you, son.
EVs.
How about this? How about you creep up on a purple quietly and you realize your battery indicator is low?
Oh, boy. Or it cuts the power because you jam the gas. Or they put that speed limit on it that they've been trying to put on it. Listen, we don't want you driving past 25
This
miles
is
an
what
hour.
I'm saying.
It's all a big joke, man. Yo, he said laugh out loud pause. But with that being said, the Chevy Corvette production, it's like that car has been hurt from Jump Street. And I would say that is the car gods stopping you. And you know why? And everybody's going to say, yeah, Pop, that's foul. You shouldn't say that.
Not me. Let's go.
Let me tell you. The car god said it's not manual. I don't care.
He's on to something. That's a fact. That's a fact. I believe that 100% right there, kid. Because you're right. As soon as this joint started debuting, it was an issue from the gate.
From
son.
the gate.
Come on, man.
Now you expect me to believe that this Z06 is like
Come on,
the
son.
second coming, right? They're like, oh my goodness, this Z06. I'm not doubting it.
You
I'm
know
not-
what? It's going to be even worse because I'm pretty sure they're going to change up the materials on it.
Yeah.
Come on, son.
But you know what, though? It's even worse than that because even some of these dealers
Oh,
are
man,
getting out of
son.
control. And we're going to talk about that a little bit.
Oh, man, these dealers, man, they need to just close the doors on
These
those
dealers
like
are
this.
out of control. And we're going to get into it just a little bit.
go.
Corvette Z06 dealer gets roasted on social media
Damn.
for a $90,000 markup. Boy.
What? Wait, 90 extra? Wait, it's
He
90
went
extra?
90 bandos.
Give me your fucking money.
Oh, we got a call.
Damn, son.
Rally Radio, who we got in the box?
Gentlemen, it's little time.
Oh,
Go, Miller
it's
Town.
Miller.
Let's go.
Yo, Miller, what it is?
I'm in the house, so you ain't gonna hear me cussing at nobody or raising my voice.
I hear that.
yeah,
I hear
'cause
that.
last week it was definitely on some
It's about to
driver's
be
etiquette.
Moon Knight out there, son. It was about to be Moon Knight, son. Let's go.
So what's popping,
Yeah.
Miller?
Yo, I got a letter in the mail yesterday.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
The hell?
We're going to turn the music off. We want to hear this. Go ahead.
It came from the Ford Company.
Really?
Uh-oh. F-150 recall.
They said that they wanted to buy back my truck.
What?
Yeah,
Yo.
yeah. Play that again. Play that. There you go. With they gave me a $2,500 voucher,
Mm-hmm.
and they said it was going to give me 20% more than, I forgot what the words they used, but it's supposed to be 20% more than what they say it's worth.
Oh,
if they were
no.
to check it out.
Yeah,
And what they say is worth.
they trying to rope you. Nah,
Yeah.
not for nothing. Yeah, they're gonna always give you lower, I would say, but they still gonna give you 20% over what they think. They trying to rope you, kid. Don't go for it.
What do you think made them want to do that?
Ooh, wait, let me go. My heart went in the bathroom. I gotta go get it.
On the run, I gotta go get it. Let's go.
So with that being
Yeah.
said, Miller, what you thinking about? Are the parents going back to the dealership or what?
You're lucky your son is listening. I ain't cussing. But I know.
Let's go. Let's go. I gotta ask you, Miller.
Out of respect for your son, I'm not gonna cuss on radio.
Damn, that's real.
I appreciate
But yo, Miller, was it tempting though?
Yes.
Oh, dang! I didn't think you
was.
say yes. I didn't
So
think you
the
say yes.
question is, how much, and what would my choices be?
I mean, not much.
Well,
but
Miller, Camacho said, go get the GT350. He said, if it's a GT350 they offering you, take it.
I hear that. Well, you might as well take that money and run and go to Toyota or something. Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Max.
Something.
Oh, he said, you already said?
What?
Tundra?
Yeah, Crew Max.
Oh,
Max. Yeah, man.
oh boy.
I was thinking more lines of that 6-speed Super, but Crew Max works. Let's go.
So, so let me ask you a question, Miller. So now you see that the Ford F-150 has a crazy recall right now. 200,000 of them or 20,000 got to come back for something with the parking brake, and the Toyota Tundra as well.
Yep.
Has to come back because of a parking brake. It's like, would you want to stay with something you comfortable with or move on? That's actually a good question, because what are they going to try to sell you is the big question.
Absolutely.
Right. But to answer your question, I would have to have you go back to one of your previous episodes where we had shared stories about our vehicles. And remember, even Dr. Phil, he had mentioned the story too. It's like, there is an attachment.
Yes.
Emotional attachment.
It's an emotional attachment. There's a physical attachment where if something happened to it, or something, it got fixed, it got repaired, or remember my story? And everybody had, like you said, everybody has a story.
That's a
But
fact.
at the end of the day, look, I've been with that vehicle for 2 years already.
Wow.
The only way, and I'm gonna be honest, because at the end of the day, everybody has a price.
Yes.
I don't believe that, sir.
If you're willing to pay more than what I paid for, I'll be more than happy to give it back to you. But if you're not, then I ain't.
Change, you filthy animal.
That's right. Exactly.
Miller, I gotta
Jay.
ask you though. Same thing go for you, Bitter One. If that's the case, was the connection ever even real?
Ooh.
Was it real?
I can't front my connection real. I ain't giving it back.
That's it, son.
Well, yeah, I ain't giving my.
Ain't giving
I
it
haven't
back.
told you my story.
Yeah.
Dude, man, and
Yeah.
listen, I ain't trying to. At the end of the day, I'm not really trying to. I mean, even if you hit my number, I don't even know what my number is.
See, that's
But
what
if
I'm
you hit
saying.
my
Like,
number, I'm not splitting my ways with it. Nah. I've been through too much stuff with it.
Yes.
I've been through too much stuff. I'm not giving it up.
Well, I'll say this much, Miller. Nobody gonna knock you for your choice.
Factory.
But I will say this though. If there's one thing I've learned about all my years of car ownership, is that there has to be a point that truly bonds you with your car.
Yeah.
And I would say with all the vehicles I own outside of the black CRX that I'm working on, I've had that bonding moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So nobody could never offer me enough to be like, hey. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the Civic Type R, and on top of that, I was trying to figure out how I would get a Challenger next year. How can I do that? Let's go. Hey, and you know what I said? I said I have to pay off the Type R first so I can keep it.
Let's go.
Yeah, pay off the Type R before you get that shake down.
Word. The shakedown. It's the shakedown.
You have your pockets upside down, son.
But I will say this, man. I will say this. I love to see people like get to that point with their cars.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, it need to be more of that, because the more you tend to them, the less gas they take up and so forth and so on.
fact.
You take care of it.
That's a fact.
You
That's
feel
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? So
And the funny thing is, I believe they were probably monitoring the servicing that I've been getting.
of course.
Absolutely.
Because every time I go there, I mean the upkeep is good. The oil has been changed religiously.
Yes.
Anything that needs to be replaced or drained or poured or whatever,
Yes.
it's been done. So we know that they're watching me.
Of course.
That's why I believe that's why that letter came.
Of
and
course.
It's crazy. It's 2 years later. 2 years later, and they know that I know that they know.
Yes. I tell you what, Miller.
Go ahead.
They look at it like your car is a sale.
Absolutely.
It's a sale. They
Right.
get you to come back in. Your car's worth this much because you've done X, Y, and Z for the career of the car. We want it. We'll give you 20% to another car. Now, I'm good
Right,
with that,
right.
fam. I appreciate that, but I'm good.
Good looking out.
Appreciate that. You know what I mean? I really appreciate you for wanting to give me 20% off what you think my car is worth. That's the magic words there, Miller. 20% of what you think. My car is worth it. Ain't
Yeah.
no think. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, man, They're trying to rope you, kid. Don't fall for it.
Word up.
I told you how much my truck is worth. $80,000. More than that F-150 Lightning.
Let's go.
How about that?
So you know what you tell them at that point, right, Miller?
Keep the change, you
Change your filthy animal.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Damn, man, that's interesting.
I'm telling you, that's how you got to treat them, kid. They don't understand.
Yeah.
They don't understand at all. Miller, we going to have our speed and greet coming up. We're going to expect you there, bro.
Absolutely.
I hope it's not the week that I'm going on vacation.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what. Let us know. Send me the message. Let me know whenever you going, man, because we're going to set it up.
I'm going in 2 weeks.
Oh, boy.
Jay.
You and Jay go. All right, so we got to get to it then, because we got to make it happen. We got to make it happen.
Yeah, we do.
We got to make it happen. So we got to figure this out. We're going to get up with you, man. Set it up. We're going to finish this show strong, Miller. We got a lot of info, but we got a lot of things that you definitely going to. We got one more thing about Ford that we wanted to bring up, and it's actually hilarious.
Yo, Miller, I got a question before you go, though, man.
Okay.
You ever think about converting the manual?
I'm willing to learn.
I hear that.
I'm willing to learn.
Remember,
I hear that.
He said
Mm-hmm.
we go. Miller's gonna have the only manual F-150.
Fire, son. Let's go.
Early.
Fire, let's do it.
We're gonna find a GT500
Something,
transmission out there.
That's so crazy.
We're gonna find one of them Tremax
Telling
6
you, son.
speeds out there. I'm telling you.
Word up, get the bell housing right. It can happen. Let's go.
And then I'll trade in the F-150 for a 10-speed manual. How about that?
10-speed manual.
Man.
You get a 10-speed shoot, he gonna be shifting like a truck.
That's it.
You
Let's
already
go.
know. Yo, Miller, we gonna finish strong. We appreciate the love as usual,
Always.
man. Thank you for calling in. This is our resident Ford guy, y'all. This is our resident Ford guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, don't forget.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Thank you. Continue to teach me, brother. I need to learn.
Let's go. You know how we get down, kid. We puts in the work.
Let's go, baby. Rally Radio.
The struggle continues.
The struggle continues. All right, Miller.
All right, guys.
Peace.
Be safe.
Take it easy.
Later. Shout to my guy Larry McBride. He said they told me to bring my X6 2019 that I have 4,000 miles on and swap it for a 2023 X6. I told them,
Damn.
wow. See, that's what I'm saying. These dealerships, they preying on you now.
Son, they know. They like, hold on, wait.
Shout to
This is in
McBride.
shape like that?
Yeah.
Oh, no, let's go.
We want it. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, man, it's a sale, son. They know it's a sale.
It's a sale, kid. And we wanted to get to one more thing. It looked like Princess Diana's Ford Cosworth. So now we all know who Princess Diana is. Princess Diana, you know,
Yeah.
Princess Di, whatever. It looks like her car sold
Damn.
for $850,000.
800 what? Nah, I ain't even hear you. You got to repeat that one, kid.
Princess Diana's 1985 Ford Escort tops the $850,000 at auction sale. Now, what happened was Princess Diana, we all know she passed away.
Yeah.
Now, before she passed away, she wanted her freedom so bad that she would drive. She asked them to pick her up a Ford Escort Cosworth. Now, not only did she get an Escort Cosworth, she got one of the top of the line joints, the RS Cosworth.
Yo,
and it was manual.
that's what I'm about to say. Like, how did she even know, yo, I need the RS 5-speed one. I need that.
She needed the
So she was an enthusiast.
She was an enthusiast. On the low. They said
That's
she
what
used to
I'm
drive
saying,
it
son.
around, and it was manual.
Because no one's going to pick that up off the humble. Let me get this. No, you got to know about that.
That's a fact. And she knew.
And it was nice.
And it was clean. If you see the car is
something like 850 full rack stuff.
I mean, it's Princess Diana.
It is Princess Diana, right?
It's Princess Diana. I see how that could go for that. That's crazy.
I can see I could go that way too. That makes sense though.
You know what I mean? But shout to them. You know how we do, man. So with that being said, we're going to jump right into our next little segment
Let's
we got
go.
here. You ready for this? Here we go.
It's Tech Talk with Pop the Bearded One and S.I. Sean.
All right. So it looks like we're going to jump right into this tech talk. This is all for our techies out here.
Let's go.
Shout to those listening. Shout to those paying attention. Shout to Cedric. He said only lazy Americans don't drive manual.
Damn, let's
He said,
go.
That's 800 pounds of dollars. That was $850,000. So pounds wise, it might have been.
It might have been in like what, like $1 million or something like that around there.
Nah, I think the pounds are worth more.
Yeah, I think pounds is a little bit more.
So it's like a little bit less. They didn't get into it, but damn. Yo, shout to Phil. He said the dealer I bought my Mustang from sends me offers every week.
Damn, Phil. Yo, Phil, you might as well go get that super, kid.
Oh,
do the right thing,
no.
Do the right thing, man. Come on.
Not for nothing. The Phil takes care of his car. I've seen the ceramic job, and I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
get
The
that
car
done
looks
with the
good.
Type R. Yeah,
Factory.
it looks good. Like 650-ish. Okay, that's what he, 650,000 pounds. That's what Phil said it probably converts to.
Damn.
Good looking on that one, Phil. I will say, with the tech talk, it was a couple things we didn't get a chance to talk about, but we will talk about this.
Let's go.
The Toyota GT3 with the Lexus badging. Oh, man.
Damn.
You Toyota guys, man.
Damn, B. You know
I
what it is, man?
be really feeling sorry. Because they give it and then they take it away. It looks like the Toyota GR GT3 appears with a Lexus badge. Now, the thing is, it looks like that they're going to actually bring this out as a Lexus LFA successor.
Wow.
I mean, I thought it was going to be another one of those, you know, the GR, like you said, the GR models that's coming out. Don't look like that's going to be the case. Now, if anybody want to see a picture of this car, we're going to bring it up.
How you feel about it, though?
Look at it. Look at that joint. That's beautiful. I think that it looks so purpose.
Yeah, it looks very deliberate.
It looks very purpose. There's nothing on here that's not supposed to be on here for no reason.
Absolutely.
So when I look at that car, I say to myself,
the Auto Trans. Useless.
Here we go.
Useless. See, that's my problem, man. People, they come out with these dynamite-looking vehicles or whatever like that. The drive dynamics is probably crazy, off the hook, until you get inside and you realize there's no third pedal. What a letdown, son.
I mean, I can't front.
Come on, son. It's like you seeing, you know, let's say you ran into your partner, right? Yo, yeah, it was good. Boom, boom, boom. She opened her mouth, no teeth.
Oh.
What we doing? She ain't got no veneers. It's just no teeth. It's just gums. It's gummy. They call it gummy in the town. You walking away. You leaving the dealer. You out. I'm telling you.
Yo, you walk into the dealer. You like this. Hey, I was looking at that car. They smile. There's no teeth. You like, oh, boy. The dental plan in here is just not it. Not
He said it's not it. It's not happening.
Wow. Shout to Cedric. He said what the Supra should have been.
Ooh.
The Supra's coming manual, though,
Yeah,
son.
Cedric, take that.
Shots over
yeah,
it.
kid. It's coming back.
Yo, Marlon said until you get inside and it looks like a BMW.
Oh, man. Marlon, come on, man. Come on, Marlon, man. Take it easy, kid. Take it easy.
Marlon is our resident Toyota guy.
Let's go.
Oh, man. He couldn't wait for that when he took a stab, boy. He's like,
did.
ha! Ha! He poked you, kid. Ha!
He got me.
He got you, son. I will say this, though. I hope that it does come out as a GR GT3 instead of just another Lexus LFA, because we all know that what comes with that Lexus is that price badge.
I mean, let's be real, though. Even if this drop as a GR GT3, I'm thinking it's going to be more around like 911 turbo money.
I mean, yeah.
It ain't going to be like 70.
It says twin turbo V8. Boy.
Come on, son. You know, that's north of Hundo. That's north of.
That's north of maybe 150.
That's what I'm saying. That's over there in that realm.
I got to say, like I said, I'm going to bring the picture up again. It's a beautiful car. Oh.
I think the manufacturers, like, when they go too extreme,
yes,
they start leaving a certain, like, a certain caliber of people when they start leaving a certain realm of performance and all that type of stuff. Like, they start going over, just like when the NSX dropped. We didn't think it was going to be 150.
That NSX was like, yeah.
It was like that.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
But you know what, though? That was them reaching for every dollar, and they knew they was going to shut it down. Toyota has seemed to see the light. They came back with the GR Corolla.
Yeah, but they gave you a taste, but now they trying to bring this like this. Hold on, we come for something else. It's like they reaching for something else now.
Let's say this. They trying to touch everybody's pockets. So, because somebody that got millions of dollars probably look at a GR Corolla like, it's a Corolla, right? But now he look at that GR GT3, he's like,
but wait,
that is up my alley.
Is he or she an enthusiast? Because would you look at it like that? Like, it's just a Corolla with a GR badge. Would you do the same?
I'll tell you this.
Tell me this.
After driving against that Ferrari last night, if I could afford cars like that, I would have a bunch of them.
So what you're trying to tell me is you will bypass the GR Corollas and the cars of that class?
Yes. If I had...
I heard it first, man. Rally Radio.
If I had Ferrari and Lamborghini money, I would have some of the most exotic models.
I don't believe you. I think you will have those, but I still think you would dabble on that side.
Well, I tell you what. I didn't say I wouldn't dabble all the way. I just said I wouldn't go for the Corolla. You feel what I'm saying? Look, he's trying to put me in the corner here.
Let's go.
But I will say...
I hear you.
I will say that I would definitely own like the Performante.
Yeah,
the Ferrari
the
488
Scuderias.
Pista.
Oh Lord, right?
Come on,
yeah.
I
hear you. 100%.
I mean, I would have to take an Italian class to pronounce some of the cars I would own.
Man, that's real life. That's real life.
You know what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm saying. He said if I have Ferrari and Lamborghini money, I drive a Porsche. That's what you do. So I think that's what Toyota's doing.
I don't know if that's what you do though.
Okay, so you mean
It's hard to say that.
I got to stop.
So wait, so how you trying to tell me you a legit enthusiast if you feeling that way? That's weird.
It's Tech Talk, y'all. Y'all ready?
It's Tech Talk.
So, okay, we're going to get into
That's
it.
weird. Okay, let's go.
We're going to get into it. I drove my Type R last night,
Okay,
and I got thoroughly embarrassed
gotcha.
by a Ferrari 488 piece that all I could catch was his license plate that said flip home. If I have that kind of money, I may have a Type R on a mantle in the house, like as a figurine. But I would not waste my time if I can get my hands on something of that nature. It's
Man,
what it is.
I still having a hard time to fully believe you because even if you could grab your hand on the pistas and all that, those cars are still very well capable. I don't know about in that class, but they still very well capable. And you supposed to be an enthusiast to the core, though.
listen,
to
I'm-
the bone.
I'm
And it's 6 speed with the manual. I'm
an-
lost now.
I'm an enthusiast.
Okay.
I'm an enthusiast. But at the end of the day, in order to, like, if I have these cars,
Okay.
like, people who buy those GR Corollas are aspiring to be like me if I have a Ferrari 488.
Okay. So answer this then. Why Jay Leno got like 302 bosses and stuff like that, Mustangs?
Because those
Wow.
those probably have different value to him.
Oh no, man.
They have he's an enthusiast, don't get me wrong.
This
And
is
he
what I'm
does
saying.
have
He got cars we could go grab.
but he also has the space, bro.
Factory, but
I mean, if I got listen. If I got room,
yeah,
yeah, maybe I'll add a little something that you couldn't get your hands on.
Yeah.
Like a Fiat.
Yeah.
Abarth. I love those. Like I said, I'm gonna have to take a language class to talk about the cars I would own. But I just feel like Toyota's touching all of those. The GR Corolla, the GR 86, the GR Supra, and the GR GT3. I believe they're touching every class of pocket, and they have that GR badge with it. That's where they're going. So even though they're making this GR GT3 out of your price range or my price range, right? Probably not out of the price range of a Jay Leno, somebody who got bread.
No, I hear that though, but I'm a firm believer. If you're an enthusiast, you gonna grab them all. A drive is a drive.
Kid.
A drive and an exciting drive is an exciting drive, son. There's no way you can't tell me you got pista money, 488 money, but you can't have a good time in the Type R. There's no way.
Listen,
they gonna deliver different things. That's all I'm saying, man. Rally Radio, baby.
I will say this. Shout to Cedric. He said Ferraris aren't drivers' cars, in my opinion. They are rarely driven over 20,000 miles. Give me a Lamborghini over a Rari any day. Miss me with the Max. Give me that new GT3 RS, bro, all day.
See, Cedric need to slow down. So my Ferrari's not driver's car. You need to slow down a little bit, sir.
He didn't hear the beginning of the story with this dude. I'm tired of talking about it.
I'm tired of talking about it, son.
I was embarrassed.
That's real. First though, I'm taking me a Ferrari over that Lamborghini, man. I'm sorry, man. I just got to do it. I just got to do it.
You taking the?
I'm taking the front.
Okay.
Listen, give me a 599 Farina. Give me one of those 6-speed, baby. And you can. I'm telling you, give me one of. I'm grabbing one. I'm grabbing one V12 6-speed joints that you can still get. That's where I'm going. I'm telling you, man. Y'all talk about y'all enthusiasts out here, but y'all here talking about automatic cars with these paddle shifts and whatnot. Show me the 6-speeds, man. Where the 6-speeds at? Come on, drivers.
Listen.
What are we doing?
Listen.
Where we at?
Wait till we get to. Oh man, he's talking.
Let's go.
Reckless. That cinnamon water got him moving over here.
Let's go.
Yo, we gotta move on because we'll be here all day.
I'm telling you, son.
It looks like it's getting live in the comments. I'll take the beast stop.
Let's go.
Gated 6-speed. Shout to Camacho.
I'm talking about Camacho. Let's go. I'm telling you.
It's getting heated over there. In the meantime, it looked like Honda's released the power numbers for the 2023 Civic Type R.
Okay.
And boy, must I say, I feel it's underwhelming.
Really?
I'm not impressed.
What leads you to that conclusion, though?
because I feel like, you know what? They could have did so much more. We put the article up there so y'all can see for yourself. It looks like it's official. The Type R is going for 315 horsepower. It's the most powerful Honda ever sold in America. Now, I will give them that. Okay. That it is one of the most powerful Hondas. But at the same time, it's like only 10 horsepower more. Mm-hmm. It's like they went with an upgraded turbo.
Okay.
I believe it, and they put a butterfly valve in the exhaust.
Okay.
So my motorcycle had the same thing.
Okay.
Shout to Susie. See,
Let's go.
the same thing where the flutter, the butterfly opens when you throttle it, but when you let it off, it closes,
Okay.
right? For sound.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So and also, to kill, your
Fuel?
noise, and you're not killing the neighborhood. But if you take that off,
yeah,
that Type R may be making way more power. I think they hid horsepower in this car.
That's what I was gonna ask you. You think they potentially, being cheap with the numbers? It's probably actually putting out a little bit more than that.
Nah, I think it's really 315. I just think that they left meat on the bone.
Yeah, you always say that. I'd be really interested in
Pause. But you understand what I'm saying?
I get where you're going with that, but I'm thinking, right? So you saying they changed the turbo and stuff like that. They probably retuned it to where like the power comes on faster, it's more linear, and it's actually maybe going throughout the whole power band
Well,
this time.
they talked about the power band a little bit, and it actually kicks in. The max horsepower kicks in, I believe, a little earlier than the Type R that I have.
Yeah.
But the torque is less. I was like, wow, it's like the torque starts to die off at like 4,500.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty weird. But I don't know. I think all of these cars are left open for tuning.
Yeah, of course they are.
And see, that's what I mean about the difference between a GT and a sports car. And we're gonna get into that too, because I see you. I see you.
Let's go.
Shout to Jay. He said they might have hid the numbers like BMW, so the dyno will show you the true numbers. That's true. Dodge did the same thing.
Yeah.
They started to find out that them Dodge Hellcats had way more. They had to have way more than 707 and 717. And when you get cars like that when you change an exhaust or you change the intake filter charge or you tune it, and boom, you drop in 200-300 horsepower.
What do you think the purpose of them doing that is? You think that's like insurance reasons and things like that? Because why hide it?
I mean, why shouldn't they? They can't come out and say we're gonna make a front wheel drive car with 400 horsepower.
Why not? They make all drive cars like that, real drive cars like that.
They do, but the front wheel is a little different. I think Honda's trying to maintain an image like, oh, we're happy with Honda.
He said we're happy with Honda until you get behind it and you realize
torque steers them up.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fact. My next question is to you though. You think this is a future cop? I ain't talking about get rid of the one you got. I'm just talking about you think this is a future cop.
Yes. I will say this. Me personally, I wouldn't buy it. I'm not really. I just think that a lot of other people are gonna buy it. I think a lot of people are looking at it as it's a Type R and it's for sale.
I'm for one not really too impressed with the rear end of the car. I think they kind of went a whole other direction with this model and this body style. It's like
it looks like a Honda Accord with a wing on it.
Yeah, it looks.
Sorry.
It looks a little. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I think, of course, like my thing is these cars are always gonna drive fantastic.
Right.
They're gonna drive fantastic, son. That's just how it goes. But as far as the visceral effect, they start to make those look. They start to take that away from it. I think that's a part of feature of the car, a important feature of the car too. Like, hold on, man.
I think you're 100% right.
This shit look a little.
It look a little bubbly.
Yeah, like come on, what's going on?
Look a little bubbly. You know what I'm saying?
I think right here they took a path of more of a BMW and Mercedes type of movement. You know what I'm saying?
Like they trying to turn the Type. Okay, so we all know that the Civic Type R is a holy grail for Honda.
Yep.
I feel like instead of them making it its own car, they're
like
trying to turn it into a trim.
Yeah, it's like a trim level.
Like, oh, we're going to give you the Type R trim.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't mean it's a Civic Type R. Like, my Type R is numbered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's, I don't know. I just don't like where they're going with it. But if anybody else disagrees, don't forget, call up 516-206-0711. Shout to Jay. He said Honda engineers went to the street guys and learned what it means when they say, oh, my car is slow. Meanwhile, it's an all-wheel drive case.
That's real. That's real.
All right. With that being, man, we got so much we wanted to talk about, man. And
What we got?
We got the new Dodge is bringing back a familiar friend.
Oh man, it was Evie.
Nah, you already know they already set off with that. The 2023 Dodge Charger Super B bring back the familiar name. Now, this is the second of the 7 last call cars. When we talked about that, right? So this one is gonna come with drag radials.
Really?
Yeah, it's gonna come loaded.
Damn.
It says, Dodge says the 2023 edition will be the highest performance Charger Super B model ever produced. Backing up that claim are standard drag radial tires or to hook up well at the drag strip. It also benefits from adaptive dampening suspension with something Dodge is calling drag mode, plus an SRT hood with a functional scoop, dual heat extractors and SRT black exhaust tips. Naturally, badges and emblems will be strategically placed inside and out. There's going to be a total of 1,000 2023 Dodge Charger Super B models produced. That is crazy. Shout to Dodge again.
So wait, you think this is a cop over the Hellcat? Because this is not technically a Hellcat.
It's not a Hellcat.
Yeah. It's more like a Hyper 392.
I think it's a. I think value wise, it's a cop. It's only gonna be 1,000 of them, and this is the last call. This is part. These are the last 7
until they do what they did with the Durango. Then it's like not the last
bring it
call,
back.
Yeah.
If they bring it back, the wine will pour from the hills.
He said the wine will pour from there.
People gonna be excited.
Bring out the horns.
It's gonna come with wide body 315s on it.
Damn.
Ooh.
Wait, the other ones only come with 305s. That's interesting.
That's it. They coming with wider wheels.
Damn, son.
18 by 11 inch drag wheels.
Oh man, you said it come with all 4 corners with drag radios on it.
Nah, not all. I don't think it's all 4. Is that what it said? I think it's only 2. I think it's the rear.
Man, that's still crazy.
But that's still not so. Yes, shout to Miller. He said, yeah, this is part of the Swan song. They got 5 more they're gonna come out with, and they all gonna have different dates on them, and hopefully that 905 horsepower Hellcat. Goodbye. Oh, that hurts my feelings. Don't laugh at me.
Man, that's crazy. Son.
With that being said, we're gonna have to jump right in, man. We're running out of time.
We
baby.
are, man, but I just wish they drop in a 6-speed though, because they showing us the Charger right here.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, it is the Charger. It is the Charger, and that's the thing. It's like you can't even get the manual anymore. Like, remember, they sell the manual as a crate. You could go to the Dodge Power Broker and get the manual.
That's a fact.
They do sell the transmission, but I don't know if they sell you everything you need with it, like the clutch slave cylinder and all of that, like the wiring, the pedal. You got to punch a hole in. I mean, well, these are a little different. They're electronic.
Yeah.
So it's not even cable driven, but that's a whole nother thing, man. I will say this though.
Yeah.
I hate to see the Dodge Charger and Challenger go. It's been a great couple years with them around, even though they are the #1 takeover idiots out there. I will say that.
I mean, I have learned to separate the car from the driver, though. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. Like, you got to learn to separate the two.
You separate the car from driver.
You have to.
Oh boy, this guy.
You have to separate the car from the driver because we can't bash them if they're actually a good vehicle. Oh, the operator is not doing the right thing, so I kind of got to separate the two.
That was definitely one of our shows.
Yeah, factory.
Like, why do cars get a bad name? And we should probably bring that up again. But
Factory.
We're going to jump right into our, the next and last we have, the new Z4 is going to come with a manual option.
You see what I'm saying, son? You see? They starting to realize, like, hold on, how we gonna stop a Roadster from coming manual? I think that's what they thought about it as a Roadster.
Yes.
It started this way.
Yes.
And people was going for it. I don't know, man. Let's go.
Well, I will say this. He said you can't separate those G35 idiots. Hey!
Nah. You got to separate them.
You have to, though. You
have to.
At the end of the day, there's plenty of times you look at those cars and know that they're capable, but people are doing them the wrong way.
Precisely.
But I will say this. As far as this Z4 is concerned, I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
One of the reasons I'm excited about it is because, you know what? It's this is probably where all the performance manual and everything's going to go. They can't have it everywhere.
They should, but they can't.
They
okay.
can't.
Okay, I get what
because
you're
that M4i that they trying to come out with,
Yeah.
negativo. But
they could keep that. They could leave that somewhere in the museum. Make it a mantle, like you said. You know what I'm saying? Make it a chandelier or something.
keep the change.
Factory.
But I am excited about it. I will say that it's definitely going to be good, man. It's going to be good.
Man. It has to be phenomenal. So it has to be because they bringing them back to stay in the transmission with it, with the top down.
With the
though. Like,
top
come
down.
on, son.
How you got the top down on the Z like this?
Shifting gears. Are you kidding me? Classic. Son.
Listen.
I'm telling you.
Shifting gears. We ask, you answer.
Let's go.
The better. Gear up. Only on Rally Radio.
He said it, so I had to play.
Let's go. Let's
But
go.
don't forget, that's one of our new segments, and we forgot to get our callers. Damn. But it's all good because we're gonna set it off, man. We're gonna have our little tree. We're gonna have our tree morning. Boom, boom, boom. It's gonna be good. But with that being said, we're gonna move on. You ready for this?
Let's go.
Here we go.
Driver's etiquette. Because sometimes you got to get this off your chest.
Yo, I have one question though before we move on. Is that a future cop?
What's that?
Z4?
Okay, so I would say that the Z4 is definitely a future cop. If I had the space and the money, it's just that BMW scares me, man.
Why is that?
Because like
driver's
Marlon, no.
Yo, why he do that? Why he do that?
Get these, here we go again with the, it's a drop, man, please.
Let's go.
The older Beamers. These new Beamers, they not your daddy's Beamers. You know, that's how they say it, right? But with that being said, we're going to jump into our driver's etiquette. Now, our driver's etiquette for today, everybody knows, this is when you get to call up, too. You want to call up, you want to voice your opinion. This is what we love to hear, especially at this time. All right? We love cars. But we also recognize that the categories in which cars belong. And with that being said, we've seen cars where they've crossed categories. Right now, they have performance SUVs.
Yep.
They got 4-door sports car.
Yeah, that's true. That is true, son.
They got GT RS. Yeah, I'm taking the Porsche shot.
Let's go. I mean, like you said, they got GT 4-doors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? All kind of luxury sedans that could do this, could do that.
They're blurring the line.
Yeah, and if you ask me, that is a real problem.
That's a real problem.
Because you got people running around out here don't know what they have.
That's a fact. So with that being said, right?
And they wonder why they can't handle in them terms, but anyway.
That is hilarious. What's the difference between a sports car and a GT car in your opinion?
So for me, the difference between the two is a sports car, like a thoroughbred sports car.
Thorough.
I'm talking about to the chassis and back.
To the core.
To the lug nuts on the joint, right? They're like a precision tool. They sacrifice comfort by any means.
Damn, I wouldn't say that.
No, I want to. When I say that, it's like they sacrifice. They do the bare minimum for comfort. Like comfort is like the last thing they're worried about because this car, the nature of the car is not to be comfortable.
Right.
The nature is supposed to be over there in the track somewhere having fun, not cruising down New York City streets, potholes and all that. That's a sports car. Like
okay,
it's focused around performance, aerodynamics and all that.
Yes.
Handling, like we said, handling, steering, braking, all that great stuff. It has a real purpose, and the purpose is performance oriented. That's kind of supposed to be what it is.
Yes, you're right.
And a GT car takes all of that away. You can still have the performance. It can still, look good. But a GT car is mainly to be comfortable and still go fast, just like how Phil said.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's still meant to go fast at high speeds and be very comfortable. And that is, it's supposed to be driven long distances and not a problem, not hurt your back. Versus in a sports car, you got those nice bucket carbon seats. Your back hurt though, because it ain't meant for that. It's meant for the sports car is meant for spirited driving at times or track days at a time. But a GT car is meant for long distances, comfy riding, fast though.
Right.
Just like I remember before, right? Quick story. I always thought, when I was a young boy, I always thought the MK3 Supers were sports cars, but they're not.
Okay.
It was a GT car.
It's a GT car.
GT car. I was always lost with that because people, it's a sports car. No, it ain't.
It's a 2-door.
It's not a sports car,
GT
kid.
car.
It's a 2-door, nice GT car.
That's a fact.
So that to me is what a sports car and GT car is.
What would you rather have?
Sports car, no questions asked. Nothing's better than that. All hail sports cars.
I gotta say this now.
Let's go.
My definition of a sports car is to me, a sports car is very, like you said, it's to the point.
Yeah, it's to the point. So it's all about business.
It's all about business. This car is not for the grocery store run.
No. I mean, it could be.
No.
If you're trying to do it in a minute, it's one of those.
Right.
You trying to set some time going in.
Right, you're trying to time attack this big R's. We can see
That's
that.
That's a fact, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I get where you going. It's not a daily.
Right, it's not a daily. I look and I started to think at like what would decide that. What does a sports car come with? What is a sports car capable of doing that a GT car is not? Sports cars, true sports cars, come with they give you the option to fully open the vehicle. So they give you an option where you can take off all assists.
Yeah, let's go.
Right?
Okay, absolutely.
As per this guy with the Lamborghini in Australia who put it in Corsa.
Yo, son. Yeah, he
crashed it.
went off the Corsa. Let's go.
He went off the Corsa. So Ferrari, Porsche, they all allow you to get rid of it. Where GT cars has more assists for you to enjoy it.
That's a fact. That's funny you said it. Just think about like the Hellcats and all. Despite the power,
yes,
you cannot get rid of all the nannies. You just can't do it.
No, because that car will kill you if you do. And you know what? That's another thing too. The difference between a sports car and a GT car to me is the thrill.
Yeah,
I feel like, especially after what I experienced last night, the thrill that he probably would like. I could only imagine like. I would get home and my hands would be sweating. Yeah. Because the way I'm gripping that steering wheel.
The excitement behind it.
The excitement behind it.
And I don't think GT cars could deliver that. Because they're not meant to deliver that.
I think that GT cars leave a little bit more left on the bone. Whereas I feel some dedicated sports cars is like, you could actually mess this car up.
Yeah.
If you touch it the wrong way.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
I feel like people change. They changed the Ferrari. They changed like the Ferrari wheels and things like that. You got to be careful with that because now you're messing up the balance of the vehicle.
Yeah. If like you just said, if you don't do it to the T, it's a wrap.
It is a rental.
It's a wrap. But that's another thing with the GT cars. You could fiddle with that stuff, even though they a bit sensitive to it too because again they set up a certain way.
That's a fact.
They set up a certain way, so it may not be razor sharp edge like a true sports car.
Yes.
But it still got its, its qualities about it too. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you 100%.
So, does the sports car exist without the GT car? Is the question.
Absolutely.
So you believe the GT car is just a one-off from the sports car? Like, okay, you can't have this, but we can give you this.
I think the GT car is its own thing. I think it does, obviously share some stuff with the sports car.
Yes.
To even get it to where it's even at.
Yes.
But I think they just have two different jobs, kid. Two different jobs.
That's a good one right there.
I think it's completely two different jobs.
I didn't think about it like that, but they do.
Yeah.
They really do. Like one is to exhilarate and the other one is for purpose.
Exactly. Yeah, like, yo, we gonna give you a taste. The GT's to give you the taste. The sports car's like, all right, you completely finked out.
Yeah.
You got the hit, you're done.
Step your license game up.
That's it.
License A.
Let's go. Let's go.
Super license.
Let's go. That's what I think a true to the bone sports car is. Kid.
With that being said, man, that's our driver's etiquette. You know how we get down, man. It's the bearded one here. Running short on time. So we're going to give it to my homeboy. Here we go. You ready for this?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Legends of Auto. Real legends never die.
Before you continue,
let's go.
Miller said, so GT cars can be tricked out? Yes.
Yeah, they can be tricked out, but again, you still sacrificing certain things. You know what I'm saying? But they still could, do a little work to them. You know what I mean? Make it cool, whatever you desire, but I think a GT car is at its best when you leave it alone.
That's a fact. So what you got for us today, man? Legends of Auto, baby.
Yeah. Yo, I ain't gonna front. This Legends of Auto was really good. I think y'all gonna like this one. I think it's pretty hot, right? So what I got for y'all today is a 2003 Infiniti G35 Coupe. Ooh, let's go. Let's go. See, I am excited about this Legend. I picked this Legend for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Again, because this is one of the cars now that you got to separate from the driver.
Okay.
It wasn't like that from the beginning.
And it was just said.
Literally.
Shout to Sales. This Sales has one of these.
Oh, man.
And he has the OG one.
Oh,
now we
snap.
know. Go ahead, continue.
Good cop. First off, what do you even think about these real quick?
I always wanted one.
I still want one. I'm sorry. I still want one.
Yes.
6-speed, right? Cool. Yo, these G35s are so ill. I'm telling you, man. First off, when they came on the scene, they kind of set the trend for a lot of stuff. And this is at a point in time, I don't know if people noticed when Infinity was trying to find themselves.
Yes.
Because they always had their own, like, you know, their own motto with their cars, the reason why they designed it the way they did.
Yes.
And this car just shook it, son.
Yes.
This car shook it from the lights to the sloping roof to everything. First off, you know what this car drivetrain is?
Tell me.
It's a FM.
FM.
Front mid-engine car, son.
Front mid-engine.
Yo, it's a front mid-engine, just like
Because
the
of
Z.
where it is.
Where the engine is placed.
Yes.
They did it for balance. They did it for weight, and they also did it for a purpose for a crumple zone from when it crashes.
Yes.
I'm telling you, son, like it's further travel to hit the engine.
Yes.
Tell me, Infinity was on to something with this. Remember when this joint came out with that purr that it had? Nobody else had that.
Nobody else had that.
Yo, I'm telling you,
that
that right there set it apart to be its own legend, son. One day, son.
That VQ
Son.
V6. That is, and not only that, the earlier versions was the one that came with the twin intake.
This is what I'm saying, son.
Because now you have single, like like my Infinity, my M35 has a single intake.
Yeah.
Where if you got the original G35s, they came with the twin intake. Wow.
I'm telling you, man, this car is crazy. First off, you know that the suspension, the control arms is all aluminum. It's not steel.
Didn't know that.
I'm trying to tell you, son. And it also stopped faster than the 350Z.
Didn't know that.
Which it basically got all this stuff from.
Yes.
And
Because it had the Brembo brakes, but then they went with Akiambo.
This is what I'm saying, son. It joint performed in a brake test better than the 350Z, which was ridiculous. On top of that, right, it came with like 280, around 280.
Which I think was a handshake, because I think it was about that, 280. I think that one, I think the twin intake was like about 300.
Yo, son, it had to be something crazy. Ridiculous. And another thing that I think that sets it apart beautifully is that when it came out, I think it's Automobile Magazine said BMW can't touch this joint, son. They actually, like, they built some to compete with the BMW, son.
Wow.
And this G35 coupe did it, son. I'm telling you, this joint was so fantastic when it came out.
Right.
Everything about it was great, son. And you know what, though? It's a GT car.
Oh.
It is a GT car, son.
And with that being said,
let's go.
We've got this.
Legends of Auto.
Let's go.
Real
Let's
legends
go.
Never die.
I'm going to tell you, man. I've had some run-ins with these cars. I've
Yeah.
had run-ins with them. And I would say that at one point they was my arch enemy, bro. Because I always said that this is the kind of car. It's a GT car, right? A little bit of work here and there, nobody's leaving you. No matter
son.
what they driving, they're not leaving you.
It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough one. You got to work for that.
It's gonna be
you have
rough.
to work for that. And not for nothing, the handling on this car was retarded.
Yes.
Fantastic, son. I'm telling you, man, it's a great car.
Great
Legend,
car,
baby.
man. With that being said, man, we gonna jump right in. You know we getting into, right?
What's that?
Here we go.
Mods, the newest and freshest. Modifications, parts, and fashion. Only on Rally Radio.
All right, y'all know how we get down here in Rally Radio. Look like Bentley is going to have apartments that allow you to put your car on the 61st floor. Shout out to Bentley, man. They always figure these things out.
Wasn't Aston doing something like that too?
Aston was
yo, son.
So where you live at, the Aston or the Bentley
I'm going
house?
to Aston.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
sorry. Yo, Aston, I'll be like this.
I can't front. I'm going to put up a little picture because buyout. That's how I look when you got the Bentley in your garage upstairs.
Son, just imagine you pull up, you see the V12 Vanquish, though, with the 6-speed convertible, though. Come on, son.
Well, listen, man, I ain't going to say it's perfect. But at the end of the day,
Let's go.
it looks like they're going
Rally
to come out with their own luxurious multi-million-dollar Bentley condos. So be on the lookout for that. If you're making a little bit of bank.
You making some dough.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all can slide some over to the beach.
That's a fact. You can donate to Rally Radio. We could get it together for y'all. You know what we doing.
Y'all
Let's
know
go.
how we get down.
Come
here,
on, man.
But with that being said, you got to check that out, man. We're going to make sure we put that link up.
Yes,
and
yes.
also, we're going to talk about something else they got going on here. It looks like Callaway. Oh, boy.
Oh, man, Callaway. Ooh.
They always playing dirty pool.
They
boy.
are, son.
Looks
They
like
are.
they came out with a supercharger kit for the V8 of the Chevy Corvette C8.
Do you remember when we first started talking about the C8, right?
Yes.
It wasn't even allow you to tune these joints?
No, the ECU was locked.
Yeah, son.
So, but Callaway gets that pass.
Mm.
We already know how they get down. Callaway's like, nah, we get that. I don't know about y'all, but we get that.
That's ill. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, you know what?
That's hot. That's hot. That's
Sometimes
hot,
you gotta respect them, man. You know these other companies, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, guys.
Yeah.
Continue on.
Nah, I had to ask you real quick. Who would you prefer to work on your car, though? Out of these, like, performance people, you know, you got Hennessy, you got Callaway, you got Roof that do the Porsche, you got Who you got? Who else you got? You got TRD that do Toyota and stuff like that. GR, like, who would you prefer to? M
Hennessy.
Division, like, who would you?
I was Hennessy.
Oh, shit.
Hennessy has created some animals on the side. Straight up.
Sit on the side.
And I'm not one of them kind of guys that's, like, don't get me wrong, I like the handling and all that, but I want it to scare the hell out of me in the straight, too. Like, I want to be able to come off the turn, and it just can't get straight because I have too much power.
I think I might have to go to Shelby.
Wow.
I think I might have to go to Shelby. They own separate divisions. Like, SVT, I think I probably have to go over there.
I love Hennessy, though.
I think Hennessy's great. Hennessy's great.
Hennessy has created a lot of different things, in my opinion, that I was just like, wow, like, it's just animals coming out of this. So I got to say that.
Let's go.
With that being said, man, we're going to jump right into this next one. Y'all ready for this?
Let's go.
It's the Understeer.
What up?
Where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
Yo, shout to said, he said Ruff or Gambella.
Who's that? Cedric over
Yeah,
there?
yeah, you already know. And you know Phil is Alpina or Brabus.
Of course. Let's go. Yeah, see, Phil's a GT guy. We know, Phil. We know.
Guy. With that being said, man, we're going to jump right into this. So, I don't know if anybody's seen the video. I would love to post it, but we're going to put it on, try to get it on our Instagram page. Yeah. Don't forget you can follow us on Instagram at Rally_radio_GBR, also Gutterball Rally. It looks like somebody was driving a 1 of 3. Are you ready for this?
Let's go.
They was driving a 1 of 3 Pagani Zonda and got into an accident with oncoming traffic, and they took his whole rear section off, the rear quarter. The rear left quarter took it off, and it was a 1 of 3 total. Now, the question is, what was they thinking, not what they were thinking as far as him driving his Pagani. Why was the hoopty so close to me?
He said the hoopty so close.
I'm upset because the hoopty was close to me.
Yo, unless it was bumper to bumper traffic, I have nothing to say, son.
Yo,
I don't know. I can't call it, son.
It's ridiculous. But with that being said, you know what that is, kid.
What's
That's
that?
our.
It's the Understeer.
What up?
Where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
So with that being said, we've reached the end of the show. For those that were listening on the radio, hope they carry on over here because the radio is officially done.
Yep.
But for right now, we're going to get into this now. This is our exhaust notes. And, you know, I had a little epiphany, you know, the other night, even as I was driving when I got home.
Wait, is this the Ferrari night?
Yeah,
Okay.
Last night after I got torched by this Ferrari, I will say this.
Yeah.
Enjoy what you drive. Life is short.
Yo, that's a good one, son.
Enjoy what you drive.
That's a good one.
Whatever that means to you, because you spend a lot of time behind the wheel. And I just want to say to the people, and I know that we got all of our car guys and car gals paying attention out here, enjoy what you drive, man.
I agree 100% with that because you know what? Like you said, it may not be a Ferrari, though, but it's still something to you.
That's a fact.
And just enjoy it.
That's
why me, personally, S.I. Sean, I don't see no purpose in driving none I'm not going to enjoy, son.
Oh,
I have no purpose. I can't even do it. I don't even know how to do it.
I tell you what.
I have a hard time doing that.
I tell you what. There's times you gotta do the There's times you gotta, you know, get the truck SUV to move something.
That's one thing.
But when it comes to enjoyment, I mean, if I could drive my Type R all year round, I will.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm gonna commute, if I'm commuting, literally more than a half an hour for something, if I'm not moving anything, I have to enjoy the drive, kid. I have to.
Shout out to Phil. The Porsche 911 is a GT car too. Yes,
yes it is.
Yes, it
Absolutely,
is.
100%.
Yo, with that being said, we reached the end of the show. Shout out to everybody listening, pay attention. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't forget you can find us Saturdays, every Saturday,
Let's
Rally
go.
Radio here, 12 to 2. You know what you can find us, the bearded one here.
S.I. Sean, baby, let's go.
Y'all know how we get down, man, and we definitely gonna get to our speed and greet. We got a couple things coming up for y'all.
do.
But if you don't have any more shout outs,
I just want to say, man, if you could manage your third pedal, make it happen, man. You don't know what you're missing out there. Let's go.
make it happen. And if you could really make it happen, do it. I'll say enjoy what you drive.
Factory, man.
Drive
100%.
what you enjoy.
100%.
And with that being said, we
are
out of here.
Drop the clutch, hit the gas. Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio. Where the world of hip-hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, S.I. Sean, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in the Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.